best not miss. death row.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Never talk to me like that again. You hear me? Huh?
if nothing else, and I do mean if nothing else, we're back. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones definitely in the building, rocking this mother with us. Right? Let's get to this thing. Listen, the truth is simply just the truth. You guys know what it is. We got another scorcher coming in this situation. We got another scorcher that we're about to set loose. But first of all, let's get our dysfunctionals in the building. Listen, do you know how much of a shame that is that we consider TikTok to be where we go to get the havoc? Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? Lets you know the purpose that old TikTok serves, right? But let's get this thing together. Listen, what I want to talk to you guys about today, I'm telling you, if you pay attention to it, no lie, if you pay attention to it for real, you can see, what is that? Oh, okay, I'll take that. If you pay attention, you can see where we were tricked at. And it's nuts. All of the things that we knew about women, everything that we were taught, everything that we saw in them, right? How did we get to a place where whatever they pushed at us, however, like a PlayStation. How have we been buying these PlayStations for decades? And all of a sudden they start selling them with broken remote controls. How do we eventually get okay with that and be like, well, okay, right? How does something like that happen? Okay. Let's go. If you don't know, let's go. People. Have no stand. Jeez. Don't do me like this. You stupid mother. How did that happen? Okay. Don't do me like this. Jeez Louise. Hold it down for me, people. Hold it down. Okay, we got action. I move so fast for you guys throughout a regular day to where booyah. But listen, my question to you guys is, how did we get to a place where we're willing to purchase anything? Listen, we've been purchasing trash and no one wants to talk about it. How did we get conditioned to where we're okay with it? What happened? It's called marketing. And marketing is a very, very powerful tool. It is a very powerful tool. Let's go.
Hello? Yes. Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, like, how important is the weight component as far as being high value?
The weight?
Yeah.
Or
For
a woman's
example,
weight?
if you,
A woman's weight?
yeah, like, for example, if you have other qualities.
Well, let me ask you this. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. All right. How important is the money component for a man?
It's important.
How important?
Like, very important.
If you had to rank it how high up would it be?
Number one.
That's where the weight is.
I want to take you guys back. I want you guys to hear something.
Hello? Yes. Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, like, how important is the weight component as far as being high value?
The weight.
Her question was, how important is the weight component with associating women with high value? Shout out to my girl Kay, definitely in this situation. My stay one.
Yeah.
Her question is, how important is the weight as it pertains? And I got that Apple Pay, and I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. Here's what happened, and we didn't catch a hold to it. We didn't get this. Women were calling audibles in the middle of the plays, right? Which is women were calling audibles, and they weren't inviting us. We weren't privy to these meetings or anything like that, right? And they said, we're going to let go. We're going to go ahead, our appearance isn't going to be all of that. We'll wear hair weave because we're too lazy to actually do our hair to the standards that it should be done if we want to be respected in society. They said, I have a good man and it takes some of the burdens off of me, so I can sit at home and watch Young and the Restless and keep eating and keep eating and keep eating and keep eating, right? Men were not involved in this conversation, or else we would have said, we're not going to mess with you if you do that. If you sign that contract, back to the streets with you. Had you let men know what your intentions are, you could have been stopped right at the inception of all of this anarchy, all of this mutiny, where you decided to call audibles that were the absolute. Your audible, listen, your guys' audible was similar to an audible like this. Hey, ladies, I motion that we start eating boogers. Ladies, as a second order of business, I motion that we start walking around looking like globs. That's what it was similar to. It was really similar to that. When you guys got together and agreed that you could just be any kind of weight that you wanted to be, if we could measure the damage it did to you, it did damage to you. See, because there's 3 million more women in America than there are men. If you won't give us what we want to, we have a smorgasbord of women to get it from. We have a smorgasbord of women to get the attention that we want from women. We can get it from them. Listen, when we're talking about worldwide, when we're talking about flights and things like that, we can touch women who are the size of something that you eat for snacks. So we don't have to put up with it. What this young lady right here is trying to do is trying to make a plea bargain. She's trying to create a scenario where men accept big women, not where they have to do the work to become acceptable by men, but where men accept them in the flaws that they embody, right? And I'm just going to say this to you guys. I don't know many scenarios where men volunteer and say, I'll accept that mediocre investment, right? Listen, AJ definitely in the building, rocking out with us with the super chat. A smooth dime because Brenda B logged into this mother. Play with us. Shout out to Miss Brenda. Shout out to AJ in this situation. Shout out to my brother Ether, definitely in this situation. The first show sponsor in this situation. But let's get to it.
A woman's weight? A woman's weight?
Yeah. Yeah, like, for example, if you have other qualities.
Well, let me ask you this. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
Let me say this, and I'm not going to interrupt this much because I don't want it to be a bad experience for you guys. Why are you 24 trying to make a plea bargain to where you don't have to lose weight? You're 24 years old. For one, you shouldn't even be that big. And at 24 years old, you should have enough determination and enough time ahead of you to do what you need to do to get the men that you want. Lose the weight. At 24, how can you have a defeated mind like this? How? Because what they've learned from the other women. They've learned that the other nasty, debaucherous women simply wrap a waist trainer around their waist, right? They don't hit the gym. They simply do things to cover their flaws, to camouflage the things that we don't like about them. And then once we start messing with them, we find out who she was, like on Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice, right? When the woman started just coming off with all of the fake accessories until she was reduced down to a small fraction of a woman. Let's go.
All right, how important is the money component for a man?
It's important.
How important?
Like very important.
If you had to rank it how high up would it be?
Number 1.
That's where the weight is.
Okay, so the thing that's most important to women, they desire that we adhere to that thing and produce that thing, which is financial security. But the things that are most important to men, which are fitness and femininity, they seek to find ways to get what they want from us. They seek to find ways to get what they want from us and cheat us out of what we're supposed to be getting from them. It's become our norm. It's become what we settle for. How did this happen? How did we get to a place, even in the African American community? Look what the women used to look like. These women were built like something you could pick up and walk down the street in your arms, afro and all. So how did we get to a place where we're willing to accept something 2 to 3 times as bad as the product that we're used to accepting? It was snuck up on us. It was snuck up on us. Then you had the fat shame, the body positivity, all of that stuff. All of those things were used as resources to quietly sneak this obesity up on us. But then you have the broken men who know that they don't usually get women. They allowed these women to believe that that was acceptable because behind our backs, they said the audio is off. No sound. What the hell? Give me a mic check, TikTok. Tell me, is the audio on? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's what happened. People found a way to sneak a bad product up on us while we were giving them good product. I want you guys to know how insane it is what women ask for. Not only do you want us to have our money, listen, I want you guys to listen to this. Not only do you want us to have our money right, which you can tell the young lady, she's already been schooled into knowing that that's number 1. That's not, you guys have multiple very important requirements. We kind of have 1 or 2, right? That you be feminine and fit, right? And even we'll give wiggle room for those, right? If you're feminine, then we'll allow you to have a couple of pounds over, right? What women desire is fitness, a big cock. Be handsome. Hold on, what did I say? Finances, a big cock, to be handsome, to be faithful, right? I'm saying we have all of these things, these prerequisites that, to be masculine, to be confident. We have all of these prerequisites laid against us. Basically, what women's ulterior agenda is to do bad deals. They're just doing bad deals. These deals are horrific. Horrific. Except women who have multiple children with multiple children, except women who have very high body counts, except women who are overweight. These are bad deals. Look, JX said horrific deal. Hey, we're going to do another show. Women pass out 360 deals. That's what we're going to call it. Women are passing out 360 deals like record labels. This is nothing but a downside to men. It's nothing but a downside. And how are you broken, disheveled men going for the deals? Jeez.
Okay. I just noticed that when you talk about the weight, you don't have like a range for the weight, but like
Yeah,
a
I do.
healthy weight
Yeah, I do.
is a
Yeah,
range.
yeah, I do have a. I have a range. It's something and below, because I'm talking about the kind of men women say.
Hold on, guys. You hear the ghetto bird. Who was that? I already know you're not going for it, Summer. Summer said, I said that in a live about 360 deals, and they came for it. She said, but you know I'm standing on business, so, right?
They want, don't.
Like very important.
If you had to rank it in order of, if you had to rank it, how high up would it be?
Number one.
That's where the weight is.
Okay. I just noticed that when you talk about the weight, you don't have like a range for the weight, but like
Yeah, I
a
do.
healthy weight
Yeah, I do.
is a
Yeah, I
range.
do have a. I have a range. It's something and below, because I'm talking about the kind of men women say they want. Don't deal with overweight women.
Listen, let me say this. Fellas, why are you guys so weak? But damn it, I know the answer. And I feel bad for you. What did you guys expect us to turn out like? Being raised by single parent moms, did you think we were going to come out overly confident? Did you think we were going to come out with swag intact? See, when you are raised with both your parents, especially your dad, listen, we're going to go ahead and set this mother F off. When you are raised with a functioning, consistent relationship with your father, guess what? You don't have to do one of the things that people who weren't raised with their father have to do. People who weren't raised with their father, they have to go through life and cultivate their confidence, cultivate trial and error, and go through experience to develop their swag, right? They're seeing it. It's dripping off of dad. Even if dad is a type of square or something like that, I'm still gaining confidence from him. Our confidence comes from minimal lack of certain of the resources and elements that give us our confidence. When you are around your father, you're not living in a sense of urgency. You have the time to sit back and think about the right and wrong decisions, the things you should and shouldn't be doing. But a child who is raised without the father, they're going to have to go through it and develop their swag and develop their confidence. They're going to have to go through trial and error, and life is going to swallow some of them up. I'm just saying, Rochelle, we haven't done anything in like 3 weeks, and I was just wondering, right? Right? Versus the man with confidence, he just walks up on his woman while she's in the kitchen, cutting up the bell peppers, and he puts his arms around her waist and he starts kissing on the back of her neck. Boy, you so stupid. While those panties are coming down. Now she has to come back downstairs and finish cooking the meal. Give me what I want. This is what I'm telling you guys. I understand how it happened to us, and we didn't volunteer to be simps and suckers. I get pissed off at the simps and lames a lot because they set us back 100 years. But I understand why they're moving like that. No one says, I know I'm not in this world yet, Heavenly Father, but when you do create me, please create me with low self-esteem and minimal confidence and no drip or swag at all. Nobody did that. Who does that? Right? Right? And it is the answer to what we're seeing. You guys simply, listen, check this out. Why do you think boxers have boxing coaches? Why do you think boxers have boxing coaches? because things that they've done or seen done, they can pass down to me in my journey that will make me a more effective person. So we need that from our dad, which means essentially the things that our mothers, their journey, they're passing their feminine journey down to us. Now, some of us are scared to fight when time calls for fighting. Some of us don't like confrontations. Some of us stutter when we approach women. It's because we didn't get to see how Papa does it, right? Let's go.
Okay. But specifically, I was referring to the caller that called before, who was 5'7" and 150 something pounds.
You need to be under 145 pounds as a woman, regardless as to your height. 140, 145 pounds. Is that you, or do you weigh more than that?
No, that's me.
Huh?
But I'm short. I'm in that range, but I'm short.
Okay. So if you're in your range?
Listen, I don't want to get a hold of the show, but why is it that the number one thing that women desire from men, financial stability, why is it that the number one thing that women want from men is so difficult to attain? A man turning himself into a place of security, a man turning himself into a place of resources, a man turning himself into a place of refuge that you can come to when life gets too hard on you. Do you know how hard that is? Yet you're telling us it's losing weight is not as easy as you make it sound. Do you know how difficult it is to become a provider? To become something a woman can have confidence in? To become something a woman can be proud to say, that's my man? Are you damn nuts? It's just pure, concentrated, focused form of selfishness. I want everything, but I don't want to give up nothing. That's modern women. Let's go.
Why are you concerned about other women's range? I'm curious.
Oh, because you always say that, well, I'm 5'4", and you always say that, like, at my height, you should be 120.
Yep.
But I'm over this amount. I'm 140.
Okay.
But I think I still look good.
You can think. Okay. What does your husband say?
He used to always back him in the corner with that one. What does your husband think about your philosophies? Well, my philosophies haven't earned me a husband yet. Right. Bad philosophies then. When your philosophies are on point, a man will concede to that. My brother JX said, Stacy, the women's life is on easy mode, whilst us men are on hard mode, but they don't realize it. It's why women have been attracted to men since the beginning of time. Because listen, the truth of the matter is, they know how heavy our workload is. They know how heavy it is. In order to become attractive to women, they know the obstacles that we must hurdle. The hurdles and obstacles that we must jump without our foot getting caught on one of the hurdles. Right? But here's the problem. Yes, they know the obstacles we face, but they're not grateful of them. They're not grateful of them. The amazing things that you produce, listen, I don't care if your lower back is hurting bad. Listen, baby, you sure you can? They will sneak and try to motivate us up into getting up and going to work. Sneak instead of, babe, you need to stay home today and I'm going to nurture you. They will sneak in trying to find a way to motivate you to get up and go to work because they know how much you make an hour and they know you guys caught up on bills last month. And if you go a straight month without missing any work, that thing that you've been saying you wanted, you guys will be able to pay this month's bills and get that thing that you said you wanted. Low down varmints. Shout out to my girl Dove in this situation, rocking out with us, repping out with us. She wouldn't be Dove if she wasn't Dove. I wonder, do men know that you can get what you want if you don't simply settle for anything that comes your way? If you settle for anything that comes your way, how can you get what you want? You can't. You guys have to learn to be stronger. Starts with self-love, dignity, and self-respect. Let's go.
I'm not married.
All right. See, one thing you ladies are going to have to get your mind around is you want men to earn, but you want it to be flexible on your beauty and your weight. It's not. And I get dinged for saying it. Oh, and I hear people pulling out, well, this Serena Williams. Look, man. The smaller the woman, the bigger the ring. And
I don't think.
okay,
Sorry, not to cut you off.
but see, I get it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to, whatever you think, ma'am. I put it to you this way: the guys I know, my clients, the men at this level, this is what they're saying too. This is what they marry. And why is it that you want to go back and forth about a pound or two here? Why don't you just get in the gym and lose the weight and give men what they say they want?
That might qualify as the question of the year. I think all men would sit back biting fingernails. If, like, you know how concerts are where the artist is on the stage and things like that? I think most men in America, if that question was asked on a big stage, men would be sitting around biting their fingernails just anticipating the answer. Like, the question would be, if you say you want what you want, why not give men what they say they want? I think men would be like, we've been waiting on this. Because the answer would have to be dysfunctional. When you go to the grocery store, you see these price tags on their products. You can't get those products unless you pay them the price that they want. Amateur simps keep on screwing up the entire show. I wanted to say, so why do you think that you can get what you want without paying? And the answer again is the simps, the betas. I call them soft males. They're soft males. They're half-developed young men. They didn't fully transition over into manhood. Manhood is a very difficult thing to attain. It is a very difficult thing to attain. I'll tell all of the women this. Manhood is so difficult to attain that it is the reason why you don't see a large number of men in society today that you're attracted to, because they didn't pass the test of manhood. Manhood is confidence. Manhood is boundaries, right? Manhood is vision. Manhood is focus and determination and discipline. Even when a woman wants to give you some poontang, you not calling off work. You wouldn't dare call off work. You've been wanting to smash her for the longest, but you wouldn't dare call off work. What? You can call off though, can't you, baby? I mean, I didn't mean to call you that, but don't you ever say no dumb SHI. That is manhood. Handling business. Unfortunately, most men would call off work to go over there and sleep with her, and he's been wanting to sleep with her for the longest. They bred safety nets. Over the last 30 years, women have bred safety nets. They bred broken, soft males who haven't developed over into the manhood sphere, right? And those are the men who are getting passed around. Your aunties, some of your aunties raised a soft male without a father. And he is one of the ones who will simp out and start dating all of these broken women who come with kids in tow who have the high body counts. They bred their equal. And now there's an overwhelming plethora of soft males out there to cater to a lot of these broken women's agenda. So they're definitely out there. They're definitely out there. Let's go.
If you
It's
want a
not
man
that
at that
easy.
level, huh?
It's not that simple.
I don't. Well, guess what? Do you want to? Would you like to marry a man that's earning $300,000 or more, so you don't have to work and have kids and work from home?
Yeah, I think everybody will like that.
Well, guess what, ma'am? How easy do you think that is? I guarantee. Let me tell you something else, young lady. Men at that level would gladly switch places with you and simply lose weight and be fit and attractive and easy to get along with versus having to get out there and fight with the sharks.
Listen, and let me say this too. Why would you ever get okay with, let's be honest, with being unattractive or more unattractive than what you have to be? How could you ever get okay with something like that? Are you crazy? I want to say that I'm coming to a conclusion. Hey, people, I need 10 people to become members of the show today. I need 10 people to become members. That is our goal. It's $2.99 a month, but you get access. Listen, a lot of the hottest shows that you've seen us do, and you come back and you want to watch them, the reason you can't watch them is because you're not a member. A lot of shows like this one, once we get off, we push it over into the members account. And a show that you think that you can just come back and watch after you get off work, it's not there because it's in the member sphere. It's $2.99 to become a member. If you rock with the channel, you should most definitely be a member, right? Those of you who become members, you get badges by your names, and I can more easily identify who you are. Let's go.
This is entitlement. It's not easy. So that's why the women that do it can get it. I mean, do you understand? I'm trying to be reasonable, but do you understand what you're saying? It's not easy. So push away from the table, exercise, or marry a man that you know. Well, these are your options. And what do you ladies think about what I just said? Because I want to have you ladies talk about this stuff too, and ask the questions that you guys want to ask. And I'll be willing to ask. Jordan, you can unmute, and Emma, you can unmute.
Okay.
What do you think about what she was saying?
About go ahead.
Yeah, because I have heard women say, you know, the weight requirement is restrictive, and pretty much it's.
I want to tell you guys what you're trying to do. You're trying to put a paper towel over runny dookie. It's still there. Waist trainer, liposuction, BBL. You do a lot of these things so that you don't have to fix the things that really need fixed. You go out and get BBLs because you know that there's other things about you that are messed up, be it your stomach, be it your face. You're not fixing the problem. So therefore, when I get a hold, shout out to my brother AJ in this situation with the 10 memberships. My brother passing them around. My brother, stay supporting the show. He lined up the whole chat. Shout out to AJ in this situation. And listen, I'm going to say this. I want to make this really clear really quick. My show supporters, and they know who they are. They know who they are. They are not the people who come to the show and watch the show without support. And those are not supporters. You cannot be a supporter. You are a watcher, right? You are not part of the TRSP crew. Otherwise, you would have love for the show. But I want to say this to my supporters. When you guys support the show, you do more than support the show. I don't know if you know. When you guys support the show, you are high level assisting in the upgrades to our production. A lot of the new features you see, a lot of the new production that you see, you guys are shareholders in that aspect because you help us do that. So I definitely rock with you and appreciate you guys. Listen, you got people like AJ, you got people like Lovelace, you got people, Dove done been contributing to the show lately, so I guess we'll give her a temporary pass. You know what I'm saying? Ruth said, hey, I use a waist trainer to work out. Guess what white women use? A worked out body. How about that, Ruth? Yes, Ruth, you can go to my thing. It is $75 for an hour. Anybody can get a one-on-one. Tagged up definitely in this situation, rocking out with us. My guy right there. Listen, I'm going to say this about Tagged Up. This is something about Tagged Up that I really would encourage a lot of you guys to take on. That brother will come up here and square off with me, and I'm talking about fervently. But if he hears a logical point, he'll concede to it. Do you know how many of your lives would be saved if you had that ability to hear something and say, I never really thought about it like that? That's one of the first things I peeped out about him. He wasn't dogmatic. He wasn't like, I said it and that's it. I'm standing on my point. Why the hell would you stand? What type of person desires to stand on bad information? You will never get better. I think I'm the number one fan of switching up. You better not give me, and you can devour one of my points and I'm not going to be pissed off at you. That is new information that I just obtained, right? Let me see if any of my people have supported the show. Lovelace definitely in the building, rocking out with us. My brother said, good evening, everyone. I want to say this too. My brother, the Do Better podcast, Theo Coop. That brother is a supporter of mine. Like, he rocks heavy with us. The International Quiet Storm is definitely always in the building, right? That is my day one right there. Like, seriously. You guys don't remember this, but yeah, Quiet Storm was here when we just had a microphone right there, and you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go.
It's not fair. It's not easy. Go ahead.
I think, well, and I'm 20, so it might be, my advice might be taken seriously, but I think you should want to do it for yourself, because so many diseases just come from like being overweight alone. So I personally think it's just about like taking care of your own body. That's just me.
You see what she said? Why don't you want to be the best of you? When I am out in society, I want women to be like, okay, that's one of the other type. He's one of the ones. I don't desire to go out there and broadcast myself in a light where women like, boy, bye. Dirty Air Force Ones, hair not combed or brushed, teeth looking a hot mess. You're dressed like you were hoping you can go to the supermarket without anybody, really quick, without anybody seeing you. No. Do better. But you don't have to. You can simply get what your wallet calls for.
I like to eat healthy. I like to exercise because it makes me feel good, but it doesn't hurt that it also, helps with men too. So that's my opinion on it.
Godiva?
I definitely agree with what she was saying. I think that was Jordan. I definitely agree with what she's saying. Honestly, treating yourself well and just going the extra step. Like, once you start getting into a whole routine of working out and everything like that, it just changes your outlook on so many other things. And I feel like...
Listen, what she's talking about, She's saying once you start working out, it changes your outlook on every other things, right? And it goes back to what I tell you guys about practicing femininity and things of that nature. You don't know it. It's going to trickle down into other areas of your life that you're struggling with that you didn't even know this was a solution to. There's sometimes you can be doing a thing, an exercise, a practice, something. You can be doing a remedy. You could be doing something in order to get your mouth in better shape to where you're not always cursing and things like that. And if that thing comes in and has success in making you a more respectable woman as far as your mouth, you have no clue that those femininity courses you were taking are literally going to change the way you walk. They're going to change the way you walk down the street. They're going to trickle down into how you dress. This is a win-win-win. This is like asking for a skateboard from Christmas, and when they bring you the box that you're supposed to open, it has a skateboard in it, it has a Xbox in it, it has a PS, a PlayStation in it. This is multiple benefits. Do you know that people who have psychological issues, they try to go to therapists to get medication and things like that. But do you know, for depression, bipolar, do you know what they say one of the number one things is that assist in psychological issues? Exercise. Exercise. So this will be something that is a multi-tier benefit. It is a multi-tier benefit. But anything associated with work, sacrifice, and discipline, you guys want to have nothing to do with it.
Anytime when I'm eating like really bad food, that's when I'm like not my full potential. So I can't.
Okay, but I have. I think you said you're like 157, and the other young lady said she was like 140. And the thing is, even if you look back in the 70s, you're all too young, but go back and look at an actress called Pam Grier. She was a dress size 8, and she was hella voluptuous. People talk about Thelma on Good Times.
You know what? The more and more we discuss it, I'm convinced that I'll say 50 to 60% of the issue we face in the black community is the women are lazy. Listen, I want people down in the chats. I'm going to throw a question down. I'm going to pose a question. I want you guys to answer me. What do you think the number one reason is that most women want a rich man? I want to know what you guys say. And I'm going to tell you what I agree with. What do you think the number one reason is that most women want a rich man? What is the number one reason that most women want a rich man? Listen, I don't even want to stop the show. Somebody just hit it. I don't even want to stop the show, but I'm just going to go ahead and 2 people just hit it. 2 people just hit it. Christ Way just hit it, but I'm going to tell you who the first person hit it. Highly Thought hit it. I'm going to keep on reading to see what people think. Kay said, provide. That locks in right with what we're talking about. They don't want to do anything. Lazy. Miss Brenda said it. Financial stability. They don't want to do anything. Listen, I'm going to be vulnerably honest. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to play myself like that. Listen, Frankie Mac said so they can become lazy. That's why they want men with money, because they think if you get a man with money, you could sit at home all day and eat whatever. That's crazy. That is a different level of lazy. It's selfishness. It's entitlement. I'll just stick with selfishness. I'll stick with lazy. Because the selfish aspect of you, see, the woman that I'm talking about, she'll encourage her man to go ahead and go to work, even though she knows that man has pneumonia. She knows how big his checks are. She knows that purse that she wants. If he goes to work just today's salary will pay for that.
She was a dress size 6 or 4 or 6. You ladies gonna have to get the fact that if okay, just like I said, money or income is tops for you because you want a man who's earning enough money to where you have the ability to work or not work and all these other kind of things. Well, if you're not, you aren't going to budge off that, or that's important to you. What I'm really hearing from you ladies is,
I'm going to tell you guys what Summer just said. I'm going to save a lot of you ladies some trouble tonight. I'm going to save a lot of you some trouble. My girl Summer just said, if you work hard at home, if you do it right, no, I'm sorry, she said, you work hard even at home if you do it right. You clean, you cook, and meal prep without errands included, and the relationship itself. I promise you, if you're doing it up to par, being a stay-at-home mom is probably almost 2 times harder than going out and getting your own job. But see, listen, Summer, the type of stay-at-home moms that they desire to be the stay-at-home moms of simps. Simps who won't come in like, hey, this house looked like it did when I left for work this morning. That's what they want. They want the ones who, basically, they want lottery tickets with legs. They want lottery tickets with legs. Let's go.
Fast transfers, smart permissions.
Tell men what they think they deserve by their attitude and their appearance.
I can stand to lose some weight. I've been trying to work out, so I can't really say that this is just my own personal journey that I wanted to lose a little bit more, so I can't
You wanted to weigh more?
No, I wanted to lose a little bit more weight, but I am a little bit curvier, so I just thought that it wasn't that bad, but
yeah. Here's the thing.
Listen, I'm going to say something that's going to piss a lot of people off. Oh, damn, why am I like this? Hell is wrong with me? Granny, you said something was wrong with me, but you didn't tell me what it was. Let's go. Turbulence, people. The best women that you could select are the women who talk proper. Women who talk proper have higher levels of repair that has been done in them. Women who talk proper likely have not even experienced the damage that we see in a lot of these women that we're unattracted to. Listen, I'm telling you right now, women who I'm already attracted to who look a certain way, in my personal opinion, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I was about to say, I don't believe that you can be feminine and not talk proper. I will say this. Women who talk proper are the most feminine women. They are the most feminine women. Even a hoe can be feminine because you're going to see in the Asian community and the white community, that's going to be mostly where you hear women talking proper, using I instead of I, yes instead of yeah. These are women who are not broken, or else they would be using broken vocabulary. Even a promiscuous white girl, she's going to still be feminine. Who disagrees with that? I want to know who disagrees with that. For the most part, a promiscuous white girl in a hoe phase will likely be a feminine woman. Now let's go. If you guys don't, let's go. Who disagrees with me? I'm dropping a link right now. Anybody who disagrees, come on up and let's talk about it. For the most part, a woman who talks proper is going to be closer to being a feminine woman to women who don't. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. My bro Ether said, women who speak with proper intelligent vernacular are oftentimes highly feminine, even if they hoes. Listen. For those of you who don't know what the definition of feminine is, because it is fairly complex to look up and research it, but I'll tell you what femininity is. If you want to know what femininity is, observe how certain women make men feel. See, femininity makes us feel a type of way. You should take a man. If you wanted like a femininity detector, all you would have to do is take a man, put him at the end of a stick, and wave him. Like, you know how you search for bugs or listening devices, and they give you the thing, and it's if you took a stick and you put a man at the end of it, and there was 100 women lined up, and you just took that stick and slowly waved it down this line of women, and they were required to talk for 15 seconds. Some of those women would put a smile on a man's face. He would smile for no reason without even knowing it. Some of those women, you would see that man at the end of that stick doing like this. Okay. It's called being impressed. Some of you ladies who are calling yourself feminine, you're not damn feminine. You're ruthless. You're hood, you're ghetto, you're ratchet. But you would like to be referred to as one of the women we respect. A lot of these women know that they're not feminine. A lot of these women know that they're not even suitable to be wives, but who the hell wants to say something like that out loud? I'll admit, I wouldn't want to say it, but I am the more ambitious and driven type, so I'm probably the one who would get in the gym without a waist trainer. I'm probably the one who wouldn't go to... Listen, and I'm going to say this. You guys got to stop knowing people who have went and got the weight loss surgery, and you talking about so-and-so lost weight. No, she didn't lose no damn weight. She got that weight cut off of her. Say it for what it is. She didn't exert any discipline. She doesn't deserve any credit for going to get that done. If you got the weight loss surgery, you're a cheater. And you get the treatment of a cheater. Body all tore up, look like you've been popped up with an AK-47. I'm going to prove to you what we're saying. Look how crazy Dove is. Dove is crazier than the concept of an insane asylum. Yet, an overwhelming majority of the men in our chats all agree that she has a very, very attractive voice. That's how powerful how you move can be to us. We stand on what we say. We've never deviated. We've never deviated from what we say our requirements are, what our standards are. We've always liked women who can speak in a way that is feminine. Watch this. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to kick her right off before she starts any trouble. Dove, get up here. We're talking about from a dysfunctional. If we'll accept this very valuable, soft-sounding presence from a psycho, we're telling you how important it is to us. And like the late, great Kevin Samuels just said, you gotta give men what they want, or we won't shop with you. We won't shop with you. It's that simple.
You gotta look at what men pick. See, go look at men who are...
My bro over here. AJ, notice how Ruth won't call in and cam up? I don't think Ruth is a real person. I think Ruth is a bot. That's what hey, but pipe up the engagement. Those of you who won't cam up and come up on the show, yeah, Ruth is definitely a bot. And even if you're not rich, God, someone's going to be okay.
Successful or with money, and look at their wives. And you can't look at wives they get when they. What I'm really hearing from you ladies is
Fast transfers, smart permissions,
by their attitude,
business bank.
think they deserve by their attitude and their appearance.
I can stand to lose some weight. I've been trying to work out, so I can't really say that this is just my own personal journey that I wanted to lose a little bit more, so I can't
You
really.
wanted to weigh more?
No, I wanted to lose a little bit more weight, but I am a little bit curvier, so I just thought that it wasn't that bad, but.
Well, here's the thing. You gotta look at what men pick. See, go look at men who are successful or with money, and look at their wives. And you can't look at wives they get when they were in their early 20s and they go through. Look at a second wife. How often do you see second wives who are overweight? Second wives are usually young, hot, right?
Listen, much respect and love to all of my people on TikTok who are hitting that like button, tapping that screen. Oh, I'm going to say something too. TikTok, we got a check that was so low on TikTok last week for the first time in TikTok history that I wouldn't even dare bring up TikTok. What are we doing? Where are my show supporters at? I'm starting to think that TikTok isn't one of our main platforms. We don't get any Galaxy anymore. What the TikTok? This is the hottest show online. Where are my Galaxy supporters at? What, Dove down there starting trouble?
Yes.
No, you're absolutely right. I know men are very visual, so.
Well, yeah, and that's our prerogative. See, the thing is,
I want to say something else. Some of the women who say, I gave a man what he wanted and it still didn't work out. That's life. I really need, even in a lot of my one-on-ones, like, some of you don't know, people book an hour with me, right? And the stories that I hear, it's not to say that we're putting anyone's business out, but what I hear the most of everything is a fairy tale. People will do like this, but if I don't put gas in my car, it'll run out of gas. That's life. You guys want to come to dating coaches. You guys want to come to life coaches and think that they can move the life effect away from your situations. We can't remove the life factor from your situation just because you articulate very properly and adequately what you're going through and things like that. Some of you are going to die. And I can't do anything about that. Life. Some things aren't going to go the way that you planned. And I would say, to be honest, I would say that that's about 60% of the issue that we face. The things that we hear people asking for are not even realistic. They're not even doable, to be honest. Not doable. These people are running around here asking for a man who makes $1 million a year but won't cheat, is hung, is handsome, is swagged up. You know, I often catch myself saying, I would be so embarrassed if I was a woman just to exist. The rhetoric that we hear from you guys, it makes us look at you like, as a collective, these people are slow. How can you even say some of the things that you say? You have to know that you can't fly. You can't fly. Therefore, you're gauging that at a high level difficulty. So why don't you know how to gauge a man who is handsome, makes $1 million a year, has his swag up to par, is 6 foot, doesn't cheat? Why don't you know that that's not realistic? Every one of you down there in those comments, you're either getting cheated on right now or he has cheated before without you knowing. Yeah, those are the two. If you're not getting cheated on right now, your man has cheated. So the hell what, you young fool? Did groceries come in your house the very day after he cheated? Did you feel the presence of his protection leave you the next day after he cheated? Even though you didn't know about it. What changed? What changed? What did his cheat change outside of trust? Did it change that you now have a partner who will see you through to the end of life? Did it change that right now, if you hear something downstairs, you don't have to be as scared as you would be if he wasn't up there and didn't have that gun closet? This is why we tell you guys, you are the absolute worst life investors of humanity. The things that you do destroy you more than they destroy your adversaries. You people have been programmed to destroy yourselves. You get rid of men who are the best possible outcomes for you over your ego and your stomach sitting over here looking like a bunch of ravioli in a paper grocery bag. Have any of you women ever stopped to think about what all men have to settle for with you? You have somebody else's effing child. You know how disgusting that is to men? Men do not like it. We have to turn on our little fake camaraderie. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. You doing all right? We can't sit that boy on our lap like we would sit our own biological son. We can't discipline that boy when he's not performing at high levels like we would discipline our son. We can't give him the best of us because we know you sitting back over there making sure we don't go too far. Okay. I saw you taking your belt off. I was just hanging my damn pants up. I was just making sure because he don't need discipline. So we can't turn him into the greatest version of himself because turning a child into something of greatness requires a lot of discipline, even some whoopings. I'll say, if they're not implementing some whoopings, that in most cases, that child is not going to come out and be able to go through life's hardships. I'd like to even wager the ones who are going up to these schools and churches are likely the ones who didn't get any discipline and got to do whatever they wanted to do. Do you know the type of entitlement that it takes for you to go to school and pop a school up or pop a church up because you were getting bullied at school? Lord Jehovah, please forgive me. You freaking imbecile. Because you are inadequate. You want to take a stick to school and fire on everybody. How come you didn't whip the ass of the people who were bullying you? How come you weren't willing to take a whipping? Right? Anything else is cowardice. Anything else is cowardice. Let's go.
There was a time when you ladies used to accept it and say, well, shit, if I want that kind of man, I got to do it. Now it's almost like, well, I think.
Ruth said, Prince, but you have kids though. My youngest child That's too much information. I'll just say it like this. My youngest child has been out of the house for over a year. Now, does that qualify as having children as it pertains to dating? No. No. You can't name me anything. My children are grown. You can't name me any tangible way that if me and you were dating, my children would interfere with our relationship. Can't name anything. It's called handling your business. Okay, so let's do this. Work issues. Hey, somebody block work issues permanently. I am all over the place. It's intentionally. It's how you address the multitude of instances at once. Let's go.
I'm fine. All right, but you're not. But it's not getting you the outcome. Meaning a relationship or a husband. It's not getting you what you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and unmute. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
So not to discredit anything that you're saying, but what do you...
This young lady right here, her voice is so attractive. Listen. Her voice is so attractive. Shout out to Real Ken in this situation supporting the show. My brother ZF definitely in the building. The young woman who you hear talking right now, you heard what my brother said. The late, great Kevin Samuels up in this situation. You already know, brother. The woman, I want you to hear it again. I want you to hear this young lady's voice.
But it's not getting you the outcome. Meaning a relationship or a husband. It's not getting you what you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and unmute. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
So not to discredit anything that you're saying, but what do you think about this?
On a scale of 1 to 10, all of my fellas right now, I want you to rate as best as you can, according to her voice, rate this young woman's value to a man on a scale of 1 to 10, just based on her voice. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you had to rate her value to men based on her voice, on a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable would it be to men?
Studies that have been done that has shown that men actually prefer...
Give me a... Let's go, people. On a scale of 1 to 10. Who? Look, you hear what my brother Ether said? 8 off top. 8 off top. So that means she has one component. Oh my gosh. AJ up in here acting a fool. I agree with one young Reg too. 7. She's got most of the heavy lifting out of the way just by her vernacular. Look, AJ said, about a 4. Sounds like Epstein. I never told you all my people had all their senses. I never told you guys that. Let's go.
That kind of man, I got to do it. Now it's almost like, well, I think I'm fine. All right, but you're not. But you're not getting. But it's not getting you the outcome. Meaning a relationship or a husband. It's not getting you what you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and unmute. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
So not to discredit anything that you're saying, but what do you think about the studies that have been done that has shown that men actually prefer curvier women as opposed to...
You can't.
Ruth said, Prince, you rate her for us. I would say this. For men like myself, her properties, listen, that young lady could be overweight. She could be overweight, and I'm going to still consider her. The energy that you hear enveloped, not in her voice. What you hear inside of this young lady's personality, because her voice almost comes off like a personality. I'd rate that an 8. I'm rating that an 8. Those are the type of women that I go for. Listen, not being funny. Never mind. Well, the girl says she was 24, I believe. She's 24.
Can't discredit what I'm saying because my clients are the ones who get to pick. You can find a study that will substantiate your point of view all day long. But the reality is, if you look at men who are successful, wealthy, well off, look at what they pick. And see, my problem with what you're saying is you're still going to what, but it.
Let me read this. Listen. Highly Thought says 8. Disciples of Christ says 9. 7. 9. 8. 7. 9. 7. 10 plus. 10. 9. That right there is very important, what you ladies got to witness. You got to hear men describe what's important to them and what they desire. Now, the only other thing that you need to do is give them the damn pizza that they ordered. It's like men can tell you what they want, but here you are, you done put anchovies, everything that the man doesn't want on the damn pizza. You think we're eating that? We'll take it to the trash can. And we're going to call your manager and complain. Meaning, when you come at us with everything except for what we told you we want, your manager is your outcome, and we're going to complain to him. So we're going to give you a bad outcome. Douche booty. I said it. Give it that. AJ said, I believe she's an adult, but she sounds like an 8th grader. Don't work for me. No, I'm not talking about that, brother. I'm talking about her because like, according to her sound, I'm not attracted. Her sound, I'm talking about, what's it called? Her proper speaking is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how soft. You know what's called? Listen, let's go here, AJ. Let's go here. You know what's causing you to say that? She's experienced minimal levels of damage and dysfunction in her life. Even at the age of 24. She wouldn't sound like that. You can tell she hasn't even been around a ton of negative influences. She hasn't. She still has her soul intact, even at 24. Right?
Shouldn't be that way. Honestly, let me ask you, do you think it's fair that you have to have a weight standard and a beauty standard?
No, I don't think it's fair.
Well, then guess what? Buy a dog.
Delineation.
Because that is an incredibly entitled position.
Hold on, what did he say?
My clients are the ones who get to pick. You can find a study that will substantiate your point of view all day long. But the reality is, if you look at men who are successful, wealthy, well off, look at what they pick. And see, my problem with what you're saying is you're still going to what, but it shouldn't be that way. Honestly, let me ask you, do you think it's fair that you have to have a weight standard and a beauty standard?
No, I don't think it's fair.
Well, then guess what? Buy a dog. Because that is an incredibly entitled position. You think someone should have to get out and go conquer the world, sit you down so you never have to work, and all you got to do is be a certain, maintain to be a beautiful wife for him? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't have.
It's
Here's the beautiful
definitely
thing.
in
You
the
don't
building.
you don't have to do anything. But and all you got to do is be a certain, maintain to be a beautiful wife for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't have. Here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. But what do you think the likelihood you're going to get a man, the kind of man you say you want?
Probably not very likely.
Okay, and then if that's the case, and we plan out life all the way, and you die alone, or you live unhappy because you had to settle for something you didn't want,
Disciples of
you
Christ.
can't blame men. Because you will say at 24 years old, I had a conversation with a guy, and he.
I want you guys to listen to this. He says, if you buck against what men are saying that they want, and therefore you end up with a bad outcome, you did that. You were told what to bring to the table. And because you didn't bring what you were told to bring to the table, you tried to bring something of a lower quality. We're about to dig into something else. We're about to dig into something else really quick. This world runs by systems. This world runs by systems. Your car requires electricity or gas. What is the outcome if you try to pour kerosene in your car? Will the results be different from the results you seek? When you try to substitute ingredients, the product comes out generic. What it calls for, it calls for. Ladies, let me help you understand something. In the later years of your life, we will be able to tell, not even in the later years of your life, in your relationship life, we will be able to tell if you're one of the women who tried to use a substitute instead of the called upon ingredient, because your outcome will be generic. Should I do that though? I don't have the other phone, so that means I shouldn't do it. Let me try something really quick. I want to show you guys what it looks like. And that's with anything. Black people definitely know about that. Because to be quite honest, black people are well, I'm not even going to say that, but I will say this. Black people know about shortcuts. We've done a lot of shortcuts because we didn't have access to the resources and other things that we wanted, right? So we had to, it's almost a different story, but it's not. I'm telling you that where is it at? There it goes. I'm going to have to go ahead and try to, damn it, they won't let me download that. How can I do this? How can I do this? Well, I'm just going to say it like this. So God bless the dead. They say Shira Seven's husband just passed, right? Okay, they say weekend shows. Okay, listen, my people have requested it. That's what that is. Tagged up definitely in this situation. I guess we got to start doing weekend shows then. Listen, when my people speak, my people speak. Shout out to Miss Brenda. Hey, y'all done had a secret meeting over here. How 5 people done got together in a private meeting and called an audible. Good night, Dove. That is crazy. Disciples of Christ definitely in this situation showing love to the TikTok. People, listen, I don't know what happened. Like, it's like my TikTok crew done turned their back on us or something. Like, we don't do well with the TikTok supporters anymore. Do you know when the last time we got a Galaxy was? Do you know when the last time that we got one of the Disciples of Christ just shot us up with a hanging lights? You guys, yeah, support the show if you rock with the content. You guys need to look at this content like for what it is. This is really real life, life-changing content. I absorb it more than any of you, times 5. I told somebody today that, or maybe that was day before yesterday's show. I told somebody, I am what you would consider stingy with this show. I steal it from you guys regularly. I steal it from you guys. The research that I have to do in order to get the information for the show, it's usually things that I'm not familiar with. And I'm like, oh shit, that makes sense. And I try hard to apply it to my life. And over the time, I have become a significantly better individual. If we listen to about 5 real Stacey Prince shows, I might absorb 30 minutes of one show. But do you know what all is contained in remembering that 30 minutes? Right? Shout out to EJ in this situation.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
With the Cash App, my brother. Listen, it's like we don't even get Cash Apps anymore. It's outside of my brothers over here, my day ones, and I'm going to really say my day ones and my stay ones, right? But listen, we're going to get deep into this. I swear to you, 95% of you will not get the desired outcome in life that you want if you supplement ingredients. You can't do it. Listen, you guys remember those little hug jug juices? They were shaped like a barrel and you pull the aluminum top off of them, and those things used to be, listen, hold on, give me a thumbs up if you guys remember the hug jugs that we used to have. They come in the cool little colors, right? In my opinion, I think they were really just the icicles, the ice pops that we used to have, the long sticks. Give me a thumbs up if you guys remember hug jugs. Okay, that's a good thing. especially on a hot day. Those hug jugs used to hit the spot. You could drink like 5 of them back to back, right? I tasted one probably about 5 years ago, and it was gross. It tastes like water with crushed up Tylenols in it. And I did some research to find out what the hell, what? They found, even with Larry Season Salt, listen, Hug Jug found a sugar supplement that was like 3 times cheaper than the one that they were currently using. So to save money and increase revenue, they used that substitute, but it decreased the desired outcome in the product. That doesn't just apply to Hug Jug. When we tell you Jezebels with that harlot spirit, that selfish spirit, when we tell you guys what we want, I'm going to go back to the pizza. When we order a pepperoni and extra cheese pizza from you, when we order a pepperoni and extra cheese pizza from you, and you pop up with anchovies, right? Liver, mushrooms, and olives on the pizza, the response that you get is not going to be one that you'll love. When we tell you that we want fit and feminine women, and you slap on that waist trainer, and you don't even attempt to address the feminine part because you know that's kind of just out of your league. I am who I am. Look, talk like that. I am who I am. And that's what it is. When you won't give us that, you won't get your desired outcome. You know what you'll get? You will get knocked upside your damn head with the infamous belt buckle jingle. For those of you who don't know what the infamous belt buckle jingle it is, the infamous belt buckle jingle is when that man is on top of you, giving you the last of 10 good strokes. Soon as that man releases, because he's not impressed with you in any way, soon as that man releases, he doesn't roll over and kiss you on your cheek, right? He doesn't put his arm behind your neck and say, babe, where's the remote control at? Let's watch a movie. He doesn't say, babe, let's go out and grab something to eat. He doesn't say any of those things. Because you supplemented one of his requirements, the only thing that you get is when that man releases, he reaches for his pants, letting you know he's the hell up out of there. If you're lucky, you might get this. Shit, shorty, what you about to get into? Right? You have 2 options. You will give us what we want, or you will get played. I promise you that. Listen, let's go here. I'm going to make all of my people a part of today's show. I'm going to give all of my people a part of the show. I'm going to include you in the show. I want everybody in the chats to tell us. I want everybody in the chats to tell us. A woman who won't give a man the things that are important to him that he requests. A woman who will not give a man the things that are important to him as it pertains to dating, what does she deserve? Tell me. Men say they want feminine and fit women. A woman who will not give those things to a man, what does she deserve? I can't wait to read these off. Coach said disrespect. Listen, Disciples of Christ said She deserves her dismissal papers. I'm not puppeting them. You hear these people speaking. UConn said she deserves 0. A woman who will not give a man the things that he desires out of dating, what does she deserve? Listen, shout out to my show sponsors in this situation. The brother Ether definitely in this mother. Ether said, let me reiterate my previous super chat. Winter has arrived and the barbarians are standing in the foyer. Everybody, listen, the late great Kevin Samuels was saying winter is coming 3.5 years ago. Listen, the snow is up to the kneecaps at this point. We're hearing them cry out. It's gotten tougher for them since the great Kevin Samuels passed. Look, PIA said she doesn't deserve anything that she wants. And that's what you guys are getting. Listen, give me a couple of ladies up here. Let's go. Give me a couple of ladies up here. Let's talk about it. Let's get you guys the desired outcome that you want. Let's have a respectful conversation.
Hey, how are you?
Kay up in this place. What's going on with you?
I had dozed out, so you need to update me real quick.
It's gonna do us like that. Look, Kay was over there watching and then ended up on the hottest show online. Listen, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that when essential ingredients are left out of a product, that it's likely going to be missing some things?
Absolutely.
Do you believe that if women refuse to give men the top 2 important things that they want and therefore settle for a man who won't require that the woman live up to her part of the bargain, do you believe she's going to be missing some things in that man?
No doubt.
See, because the only man who would tolerate this foolishness is going to be the caliber of man that you're not impressed with. The man you're impressed with will stand his ground. Do you agree with that?
I do. Yeah.
The man who you guys like, the man who you guys are impressed with, the man who you guys say are confident, the man who you guys say you love his swag, he's not going to allow you to not give him that thing he requested.
Well, the funny part is like we only listening to you and just taking it all in, not saying that everything you say that I necessarily wholly get it. I trust it because it's coming from a man's perspective, and so you can't argue with that. I mean, I can't argue with that. It's your perspective.
We're telling you as men. We're telling you what we want.
Right.
Listen, did you know I'm a fisherman? I'm a country boy, right? When me and my guys would go fishing back home, we knew what we wanted to catch. Today it might be crappies. We might want catfish in a couple of days, right? We might want bass. Did you know that depending on the type of fish we want to catch, we have to take different bait that particular fish desires?
It makes sense. Yeah. Didn't know that, but it makes sense.
In order for women to capture high-level men. Have you ever noticed this, Kay? Have you ever noticed this? You familiar with LA?
A little bit.
You familiar with Skid Row, where all of the homeless dwell?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever noticed that you don't typically see millionaires and billionaires going down the Skid Row looking for their dates and their wives?
Oh yeah. Oh, oh gosh.
See, this is what we tell you guys. You have to meet certain requirements or you won't get it. And what you do get will be a malfunctioning version of what you wanted. You can't cheat life. You can't cheat. Why don't you get this?
Oh gosh. I think a part of it is, like you said, like, you're telling us, but a lot of times, like, we're not listening. And I think it's just like, when a woman gets a man and there's an element of belief that she'll be able to change him. Like, if there's certain things she doesn't like or whatever, right?
Right.
So, I think it's under that same premise.
I could go for that. But here's the thing about that. The more time that a woman plays, listen, I got somebody up here I would love, let me see if she gonna come up. I would love to get her take on this. Listen, you guys say I'm bad, she's worse than me. Chevy, come on up here. Listen, you can't get around it. What we request from you, if you don't give it to us, you will get the treatment of a woman who tried to take a shortcut. We'll bust you down. We'll treat you a certain way. We won't value you, because what you guys don't know, men aren't just visual. If you are a softer woman, if you are a feminine woman, if you are a fit woman, it goes towards your value. And your value is associated with how we treat you. We don't treat women good for no reason at all. You have to give us something in order for us to view you as valuable. Do you agree with that?
I trust what you're saying, yeah.
So let me ask you this. Are you familiar? Listen, are you familiar? You remember when those, not the Chevy Beretta, but the Corsicas came out? Are you familiar with the vehicle? I think it was Chevy made it. Are you familiar with the box Chevys, the ones that used to look like the cab cars?
No.
What? Hold on. What are you, 12?
I just don't remember. Of course,
Okay. No, I'm saying those old cab cars, the long, big ones that had taxi on top of it, probably from the 80s, right? You used to see them in all of the movies. Listen, you remember the old police cars?
Yes.
With what we pay for cars today that run on electricity, would you pay that for one of the 1980 Chevy Caprices? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. In order for us to pay $70,000 for a box Chevy, I don't know what could make that possible. And that's what I'm saying when these women have these high prerequisites. They refuse to negotiate. They refuse to cooperate. But yet they expect decent dating outcomes.
Right.
That's not going to work.
The whole thing about a woman's value. Literally, I didn't realize that there was a significant conversation around that until I started listening to you. I must have just been off the grid.
Kay, hold on. You're too cute for that. Hold on, Kay. Hold on.
I'm serious. I did not know, like, all of these different dynamics associated with.
Bro. Hey, I'm gonna holler at you a little bit. I'm on my show.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You are good. Listen, this is what I'm saying to you guys. How don't you understand that what men say we're going to get, and you're going to give it to us? You think we're going to sit around and just, Listen, Kay, I know you know what table scraps are. You remember table scraps? After a week's worth of throwing, my grandmother and people like that, they used to sit table scraps like dogs used to get them. You can't give us damn table scraps and expect high level treatment from us. That is not even men's behavior. That is nature. We're not going to a grocery store and paying $30,000 for $100 worth of groceries. Nobody's doing that. The thing that's cool about money is it's used as a measurement stick. It establishes value. Now, if you guys are bringing something to the table and the price that you're requesting for it, we're like, I don't think that's a fair deal. We won't effing purchase it. So, Kay, under that premise, I want to ask you a question.
Yep.
The dating results that you're hearing women complain about today, all of the debacles, all of the turbulence, all of the hurdles, all of the speed bumps that you're hearing women complain about on social media. What percentage would you say are experiencing those bad dating outcomes because they didn't go about it the right way? What percentage? They supplemented some of the ingredients. The ingredients called for fit feminine woman, but you said I'm gonna do a waist trainer and I'm gonna try to talk proper around him the next 3 times we're around each other. But I'm not feminine. I'm just trying to talk like. What percentage of the women who are complaining right now would you say they did it to themselves because they tried to cheat? I want a fit woman, but here you are with a damn waist trainer on. Been fooling me every date we went on to. What percentage of the women who are complaining would you say have something to complain about because they tried to cheat?
Like 85%.
That is a very, very good number. That is a very good number.
I only say it because, like I was mentioning to you, this whole thing about value and what men want and like the realities associated with that. I want to say, like, a lot of times I hear women up here arguing with you, right? So it's an element of not believing the perspective or what the man is saying and coming up with their own rationale.
I absolutely agree with that. That was actually a good analogy. Mental wealth shop. Tell me how your night is going.
My night is fantastic.
Is it for real?
Yes, it is.
Listen, she said, this nigga's up here talking nonsense. He don't know what he talking about. What part?
You are here talking some nonsense.
Okay. So are you seeing someone right now?
Yes.
Okay. Is he attractive? Is he a confident man?
Yes.
Does he do okay for himself financially?
Very well.
Okay. Let's reverse that. Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, all of those areas we just named, he was only performing out of a 10, he was performing at a 5 on looks. He was performing at a 5 on confidence. Hold on. Let's say he's performing at a 3 on looks, a 3 on finances, and a 3 on confidence. Would you still date him?
Well, the thing is, someone would date him, just not me. There's somebody for everybody on everybody's scale. He's just not on my scale.
Why? Okay, so let me ask you this. Why did you say that there's somebody for everybody?
Because I believe there is.
How is that possible when there's 3 million more? Listen, how is that possible? Black people, we hold on. We latch on to folk tales, sayings, and hold on. We latch on to folk tales, old promises. If you knew better, you do better. Long as I got my rent paid, I'm good. We have latched on to a bunch of things that sound good, but when you work them out in reality, they're not true. So if what you say is true, that there's somebody for everybody, how can that even physically be possible when there's 3 million more women than there are men? We can't hear you.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
You know who's always in a relationship? A crackhead with another crackhead.
Listen, but you're apparently missing. Listen to me. Hold on. You're too eager. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. How is there somebody for everybody when there are more women than there are men? There can't be somebody for everybody. If we line it up and do this, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, by the time, man, will you please stop interrupting me?
Boy, it's not an even match. It's not a boy, girl thing anymore. It's whoever you want to be with. That's just what it is. The field is open. You don't necessarily have to be with a boy, girl. You can be with whatever you want to be with. This is why I'm saying it's somebody for everybody.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Stop hey, you got to stop this. You talk over me a lot. You got to stop that.
Okay, I want to get my point across too.
That's when it's your turn to speak.
Okay, let's go.
Have you ever thought about that statement that you just made? Before you said it today, have you ever thought about it? Like there is someone for everybody, even though you don't have to date the same sex. Have you ever thought about that before you made the statement? Seriously. Okay, so I want to say this to you.
You're not aware of that?
Hold on. Now, there are 3 million more men than there are women, right? Now, what you're not factoring in, let's do that. Adjust those numbers for the people who don't want to. Now, I'm not talking about GAY. I'm talking about the passport bros and all of the men who don't want to date women. Let's make an adjustment for all of the men who are in prison. Let's make an adjustment for all of the women who are in prison. Let's make an adjustment for all of the people who are already married. Let's make an adjustment for the people who are already in relationships. Ma'am, there is no way possible that there is somebody for everybody. The numbers are uneven. Even if you wanted to say a woman can date a woman, man can date a man, there's not enough to equal it out. If all men wanted to, let's say this, in the African American community, there are about 20 million men. Now, let's say hypothetically that those men wanted to date each other. What would that do to the women? There's not somebody for everybody.
Put them at peace.
But what does that do to your concept that there's somebody for everybody? Now, they're not with somebody. You're just talking about peace and being single now.
How do you know?
Ma'am, can I ask you why you're doing this?
How do you know for a fact? How do you know?
The numbers. We know how many people are on the planet.
People that don't want to be with somebody, right? What about that? It does. First of all, this conversation is so asinine. It doesn't even matter, right? Because it's not changing anything in the world.
You don't think conversations like this change anything?
I used to have a talk show. We used to have the main topic.
Have you noticed that when people ask you questions, you don't really answer them?
Was gender wars. That was the main topic. Was the gender wars.
Let me ask you this. Do you interrupt your man when he's talking?
Say it again.
Do you interrupt your man when he's talking?
No.
So why do you think it's okay to do it now?
I'm letting you talk. Do you just want to just talk and nobody talks? Because if you want to do that, then I can leave.
That's the black woman we know about. That's that black woman we know about. And I know you're lying. I know you don't have a man. If you do, let me speak to him. Let me speak to your man.
My man is not. He's visiting his mother right now.
I know that's right. Every time we do that, the man is either at work or he volunteered to go up on the space shuttle with Elon Musk, and he's been up there for a month now, and he won't be back for another 2 months. It's always something.
Okay, but the other person that's on the panel is my sister.
She does have a man.
Okay, so if y'all want to get raw with this, Kay, I'm going to ask you something, Kay. Do you give me your word as a woman that you will tell me all the truth? And if you don't want to tell me the truth, just say that I won't answer that. Do you give me your word, Kay, that you will tell the truth?
I will tell the truth.
You promise?
I do.
Would you consider your sister a feminine woman? That answers itself now. We can jump on away from that. That's an answer in itself. Now I'm going to ask you something else. Do you believe that your sister is a respectful woman? Not to you. I'm talking about respectful woman. This is what is known of her. And if you ask anybody who's encountered her, they'll say, oh, she's very respectful. Do you think people...
Yeah.
Okay, so another question. Do you believe that interrupting people while they're talking is respectful?
No, I don't believe that that's respectful.
Do you believe your
Do I
sister
think
do
that-
you believe your sister has been up here doing it?
Well, my sister has been talking, and I do know my sister is one who's definitely gonna get, her point across. She is strong.
Okay, call it what it really is. Call it what it really is. Look, she's dancing around. Well, she likes to get her point across. No, there's a time to get your point across. Do you agree? Okay, now here's my last question. It has 2 questions enveloped in it. You know you promised me you were going to tell the truth, right?
Yep.
You still with that promise? Now, me and you have a relationship, Kay. Do you promise, or would you? I'm going to give you a time. You know I'm about to go in. So I'm going to give you an option right now to say, I don't want to answer any questions. But if you tell me to proceed, I'm going to expect the integrity that I think of Kay. I'm going to expect the truth. So do you want to go ahead and answer this question?
No, because I don't know what you might ask me. I don't know what you might ask.
Okay. I'll even give you a hint. There's a couple of things that I wanted to ask about her man.
Oh, about her man? Oh, yeah, I can answer that.
So you'd be comfortable answering what I have to. It's not going to be actual. You'd be comfortable giving your honest opinion about her man in front of her.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, let's do it then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Who do you think in that house? I don't know if y'all live together. Do y'all live together? Do they live together?
No.
Makes it a little bit more difficult. In that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is the strongest personality? That's
within
crazy.
within their dynamic. I will say this, in their dynamic, my sister, I'm just saying, within that dynamic, my sister has been very respectful of him.
I don't know what you're saying really, because it kind of doesn't go with the question.
I'm saying no. Okay. Who has ask the question again.
In that relationship, who has the strongest personality?
I would say he does.
Okay, what took you so long to answer then?
Because I was thinking through like their dynamic as a couple.
Okay.
Right?
This man, would you consider him to be a confident, assertive man?
Yes.
Okay, would you also consider him to be the no nonsense, no take no shit type of man, or is he the type to? I ain't gonna even entertain that.
Oh no, he gets her together.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I mean that's what I'm saying. Like with
so, how did I get this behavior up here?
Because
wow.
sitting down there listening to you, and then inherently was already,
Kay, do you know that? Listen, Kay, do you know I've never gotten this behavior out of you ever?
Well, yeah, but I'm also not
confrontational.
Like
you're not confrontational.
If it was something, I was getting my sister. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm definitely not confrontational.
Do you believe that your sister is?
I believe that she's not going to allow anybody she's not going to be disrespected. A lot of the stuff that I accepted in relationships.
No, I don't know what that. Hold on, Kay. I don't know what that meant. I asked you, was she confrontational? And you said she's not. I don't know how to take that. Do you believe your sister's confrontational?
I believe she will confront issues.
So she's confrontational.
She will-
See, you
she
people, you
does.
see, she really does not want to say it. But I want to show you something about your sister. I want to show you something. Give me her nickname. Give me her nickname, Kay. What does her first name, what initial does her first name start with?
Hey.
K. Miss K.
Yes.
Okay, now I have a question for you, okay? She said he's on here talking nonsense. I know, memory-wise, what point I was at in this conversation, and I know whether or not it was nonsense. Now, I want to ask you. I want to show everybody something, how women do. This is the nature of a woman. This is the emotional side of a woman. A lot of you know where I'm going. I want you to answer me, Miss K. What have I said that is a lie and can be proven wrong?
Okay, are you done talking? So I don't talk over you? Are you going to allow me to speak? The part of the conversation I came in when you were talking about a man determining a woman's worth.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
When the hell did I say that? A man determines a woman's worth? A woman determines a woman's worth.
So go back to the part of the conversation that I came in at.
Ma'am, basically, listen, people, her statement was, he's on here talking nonsense. She can't even tell us what I said that's nonsense. That's what I'm telling you about the emotion and spontaneity of a woman.
What you wasn't going to have and what a man wouldn't tolerate. And you were talking about a woman's worth, and that's why I made that comment.
So when I was talking about a woman's worth, what part was nonsense?
If you weren't talking nonsense, I would have agreed with you.
So can you tell us what the nonsense was?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
This was actually a teachable moment. I always tell you guys, that's why men have to care for women like they do, because women have an emotional side of them. Like Eve, they have a side of them that can cause a 10-member family to collapse. It just comes out of nowhere. You won't understand why she just did what she just did. She won't understand it. But that's why it is incumbent upon us as men to be able to manage women. The same way we manage Fortune 500 companies, you have to manage a woman, because a lot of the things she'll do, you won't understand it. And then if you're not the type of man who, because men can be off too. Men can be low value. Men can not have the components that women look for in men. But a man who has his faculties together, a man who is sharpened and who has went through the fire and become a man, he will require that you chill out. He will get you back on track when you're off track. And ma'am, you don't even know what I said that you disagree with. And I'd like to wager that you probably do that here and there. And it can cause problems in a relationship. You're saying things that you don't even have any basis for. But I'll get you back on the right track. Let's go since you want to go there. Turbulence, people. True or false? Men are superior to women.
Are you going to answer?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He was asking you.
I can't tell who he's talking to. He's just on here yapping.
Okay, now watch this. Hold on. Now, tell us the part where I was just yapping. Hold on. Tell us the part where I was just yapping and nothing I said made sense. Okay, listen, ma'am, please, I beg of you. I'm pleading with you right now. I'm pleading with you. I'm asking you to name the... Hey, we can barely hear you if you're talking. I don't know if you're talking or not. We can't really hear you at all. Kay Danae.
Yes.
Tell me the part in the last 60 seconds where I was just yapping and nothing I said made sense.
I I didn't hear you just yapping. I heard you attempting to engage.
Okay, Miss K, Sister K. I'm gonna call her Sister K. Listen, ma'am, can we just agree that sometimes you say things and that you don't believe that I was just up here yapping? And I want to say this, sweetie, because you are connected to K Danae, I'm going to give you, without even seeing it, I'm going to give you some grace, and I'm going to associate you with being a decent woman just on the strength of her, right?
The fact of the matter is, I am.
Well, okay, it could be. If you're her sister, you might have some decency in you, probably. I don't know you like that. But what I'm asking you is this, sweetie. Are men superior to women?
No.
That's fine. What is... Okay, so listen, if you don't mind, Miss Sister K, I want you to really have an adult conversation with me. I really do. So I want to ask you a question. And listen, sweetie, I don't want us to go childish. I'm just going to ask you a question. It's very similar to, is 6 times 8 48? I'm going to ask you something like that. Now, and all I want is an answer. Now, I want to ask you this. Please, ma'am, tell me. A man that you want to be with for the rest of your life, what qualities do you desire that he has? Wow. I'm talking to Sister K.
Okay, wait a minute. You're talking to me. I thought you was talking to my sister.
When I say Sister K, I'm talking to you.
Okay, so repeat the question, please.
A man that you desire at the highest levels, the man who you want to die with. Give me the qualities of him. What do you desire, the qualities?
The quality, I mean, it's quality such as honesty, being a provider, being able to communicate, things like that. I mean, what's the point of it?
Oh, Lord God, I've been having the bug.
I mean, don't get frustrated.
Oh, I'm not frustrated, sweet. I'm a master at this. I'm a master at this, right? So, okay, I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me.
Mental health, right? So you can have a conversation with me about this, but I'm wondering, what is the point?
Well, do you think that you really always need to know the point? Like, if we have a conversation, we'll definitely, unless it's an asinine conversation, we'll get to the point. We can have a conversation. My question to you is this.
And the people that are in the chat are so rude and ignorant. I understand why you had the audience that you had.
Ma'am, I got people in my family who are rude and ignorant. You do too. What the hell are you talking about? There's people who like to touch kids, ma'am. You acting like you shocked because people are moving in a way that doesn't please you.
I'm just looking at it. I'm like,
ma'am, acknowledge that some people are crazy and move on. That's all you have to do. But listen, I don't want you to keep attempting to evade this discussion. Now, I want to ask you.
I'm not going to attempt to evade the discussion because I actually have to go. Okay, but
do you want that man to be a provider? I mean, a protector?
It was nice talking to you.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah, I do have to go.
Women typically do that when they know they can't answer a question. Okay, Danae, my question to you. Do you want a man you're in a relationship to be able to protect you if he needs to?
Yes.
Okay. Can a man who is not superior to you protect you?
No.
Hell no. You might be able to whip his ass. Damn.
Okay.
So, Sister K, I want to ask you again. Are men superior to women? Sister K? Oh, she might not even know how to get off of here. But listen, I want to show you something, Kay. Your sister may be sweet as hell to you, but I'm not even going to put your back up against the wall like that. I'm not going to do that. Listen, give me a second, Kay. Don't you go nowhere, because you give me a second. Listen. Cool Kale's definitely in this situation rocking out with us. Bro said paying tuition up in this mother effer. Larry Lovelace definitely in the building. A cake won't rise if you leave out ingredients. Listen, my panel is undefeated. These people know. And I'm going to tell you why my panel is undefeated. You guys think that I'm intelligent or something. It's because you guys don't get to see my chat. There are people in that chat who are equipped. There are people in that chat who are equipped. They have no agenda. They have no bias. They're just calling things as they hear and see them. And most of them agree and align with studies, research, and even each other. Give me a second, Kay. Don't you go no rounds. Shout out to my brother Ether, definitely in the building. Nowadays, men aren't buying when it's easier to rent or lease with an NDA clause for the girlfriend experience. Listen, see, this is what I'm telling you guys. Appreciate my brother with the $10 super chat. Listen to me. You see, I made a statement way before this brother made this statement, and even he's telling you, if you don't give us what we want, you're going to get played. Kay, do you acknowledge that?
That we're going to get played?
If you don't give us what we tell you we want in a wife or in a girlfriend, we're going to play you.
Yeah.
Kay, listen. I go to the store, Kay, right now. I go to the store and I get $50 worth of things. But I only took $30 with me. What do you think is going to happen when I get to that cash register?
You only took $30 and it's $50?
I got $50 worth of groceries, but I only got $30. How are they going to handle that?
How's the man going to handle it?
How's the clerk going to handle it?
How are you going to get the stuff?
You going to have to put some shit back. Don't you agree with that?
Well, of course, that's logical.
I don't even know how I did that. You're going to have to put some stuff back. And the same way, if you don't give men what they tell you they want out of a partner, some of those things you desire out of a man, you can put those back. You're not getting those. Why the hell would I give you all you're asking for? And it's plain as day that you're not giving me any of the important things that I'm asking for. See, here's the thing, Kay. We don't do this. Men don't do this. We don't say, hey, sweetie, I know all of the things when me and you first got together. I know all of the things that you told me that you want out of a man. Well, when we were talking about it, there's a couple of very important things that you didn't give to me. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to withhold some very important things that you want in a man from you. No, we're not doing that.
No.
We're just going to do it.
Do it. You're just going to do it. Yep. I'm just going to do it.
So, Kay, my question to you is this. In the next 6 months, Kay, let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is being in a relationship to you?
How important?
Yeah, you can just be honest. Don't go with what you think I want to hear. Hold on. When I say a relationship, I'm talking about, my show is predicated up on the life outcomes. The only reason, the big picture that I even see in relationships is two people getting together to create the best possible life outcome for two people in the later years of their life. When someone catches diabetes, when somebody gets in a car accident, when we really start needing each other, when our immune systems start breaking down, right? Now, my question to you is, how important is a life partner to you? Scale of 1 to 10.
An 8.
That's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to me, Kay. You've been rocking with me for quite some time. So at the bare minimum, you have a decent gist of what it is said that men desire, right?
I think so.
If you desire a good life ending at an 8 scale, okay, let me ask you, would you be willing to spend the next 6 months, the next 3 months in the gym? And you don't need a femininity thing. You don't need that at all. But let's say you do. Would you be willing to spend the next 3 months losing a little bit of weight and reading a book? Because Kay's behavior is out of damn control. Ratchet ghetto chick. You always talking about I said what I said, period, and all of that. Would Kay be willing to at least for 3 months be kind of reading a page a day out of this book that teaches you how to be more feminine? And would Kay be willing to put the work in to become more fit?
Yes.
Because
Would Kay be willing? Because Kay would have a mindset towards that, right?
Yep.
And align with the education piece, I guess, that I hear from you. Like I really have tried to take the male perspective and apply it within my current relationship.
Okay.
And again, right, it's not that because I haven't experienced everything, so I can't say, oh yeah, like some of the stuff you say is absolutely wild. And I reflect, you know what I'm saying? Like I reflect on it, but I can't argue with it because I am not a man. And so in understanding the male's perspective, and if I want want to be in alignment and in partnership with someone, then it would behoove me to heed the advice, right? And so a part of that is the element of self-love for myself and what I want for me at this stage in life. And so doing that work, being fit, showing up as the best version of myself, like all of those things are inherently important to me, because I think there's an aspect of it that it has to land authentically, right? Like if you just go out, like you're saying, do parts of the work in terms of like going to the gym and things like that until it truly becomes a habit and
I
becomes a part of who you
agree.
are. Yeah.
See, and that was my point in asking you these things, Kay. What I'm telling you is, I swear to you, men are going to have their way. There's nothing that you can do about it. We are going to have our way. It could be with you, or it can be with an Asian, or it can be some date white women, or it can be with a Latino. Oh, hell. Granny, you told me I was a handful, but you didn't tell me what. Let's go. Turbulence, people. Okay, sweetie, listen to me. As a black woman, you can be replaced easily and effortlessly. Effortlessly. If you won't give us what we want. Kay, do you know that there are women who will not date? Go to Twitter. Did you know they have a whole side of Twitter that is dedicated white women renouncing white men, saying if you're not black, you're a half of a man. Our options. This your number, boo? Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's up to you. Okay. My brother. Shout out to my brother from another mother popping in on us. Listen, here's what I'm telling you guys. Kay, we are going to have our way. Now, I know a little bit about Kay. Kay, wouldn't it be easier if we did this? Wouldn't it be easier if we did this the right way, the easy way? Kay, we are going to have our way. Now, let's get bold with this. If you want to talk specifically about black men, we didn't even have to see that survey. We didn't even have to see the studies. Everyone knows black men are the most desired group of men on the entire effing planet. Do you disagree with that?
Nope.
So listen, my question, Kay. When there's other groups, if we are the most desired group of men on the entire planet and we can date across any color and race spectrum, if we know that typically Asian women are fit and feminine, if we know that typically white women are fit, submissive, and feminine, if we know Latino women are beautiful and family orientated, okay, why the hell would we latch on to women who say they don't need no nigga? Why the hell would we deal with women whom 80% of them are overweight? Okay, we don't have to, do we?
You don't have to, but we definitely want you to. Like,
No,
you
you
don't
don't.
want
No,
to
you
be
don't. No, Kay does. But
as a black woman. You don't
Kay
as a black woman.
wants that. But listen,
Yeah, I don't
are
want
you a
to
fan
be
of?
discarded.
Say it one more time.
We don't want to be discarded.
Okay, hold
as
on.
black women.
Let me ask you this: are you a fan of the concept? Action speaks louder than words. Are you a fan of that? Do you support that?
Yes.
So from that angle, would you say black women as collective don't want to be discarded? Would you say as a collective that what you're seeing and hearing out of black women is that they value black men and they want black men? Or are you hearing, shit, I don't need no nigga. I want one, but I don't need one. Are you hearing, I can do bad all by myself? Are you hearing, I don't need a man? Are you hearing, independent woman, pay my own bills? Or are you hearing and seeing from African American women that they respect black men, they desire us, and they don't want to be discarded? What are you hearing?
I agree with you in terms of, the narrative that are out there. I mean, I can't agree. It's true.
It's
I
there,
think
sweetie.
that,
It's there for all of us to see. We don't even have to listen to Stacey Prince. It's there for all of us to see.
yeah. But they say, like, well, all things, like, really, like you said, it's this collective view, right? And so when you think about it and based upon your experience, like, what's the root cause, right? Like, what created this dynamic, like you say, that is extremely systemic right now amongst
It's
black
greed
women?
and it's selfishness. Black women want to do all of the things that are associated with fun and pleasure. They don't want to do any of the things that are associated with best decision and life outcome. See, to prepare for a good life outcome, it's not really fun, Kay. It's a lot of hard work. You don't get to play as often. Listen, can we agree, Kay, that oftentimes the most responsible decisions is not the more fun decision?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
That's what black women have latched on to. Fun by any means necessary. Pleasure by any means necessary. It's why they're sleeping with so many people. Right? And what I'm telling you is this, Kay. Black men are going to have their way. We're even coming into a point where we can have 3 and 4 of them at one time, and they know about each other and are willing to live with each other. The scriptures in the Bible say, and in that day, 7 women shall come to one man and say to him, we have our own goods, we have our own things. Only let us come in under your leadership, that our reproach may be removed from us. Okay, we're going to have it our way. Do you believe in God?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So you believe in the words that the Bible speaks and the prophecies?
I do. Mm-hmm.
So then that means you have to be in alignment with us when the Bible says that we will have overwhelming options of women just want. The women who say, I wish a nigga would cheat on me. Listen, okay? Those women will be begging and be willing to pay to be a man's number 4. I'm willing to be number 4 down the food chain, but as it pertains to one-on-one dating, I'm not willing to date a man that's cheating, even though I'm in a relationship that is constantly he's dealing with 3 other women. You see how crazy that is?
Yeah, that definitely doesn't make sense.
I'm willing to deal with a man and even live with him who already has 3 other women he has sex with. But outside of that, if a man cheat on me, it's over. See,
that does not make sense.
It's backwards thinking, Kay, and it's what we have to deal with. It's backwards thinking, which is why we lose so much respect for you guys when we hear you talk. Shout out to my brother Ether, definitely in the building. Ether said, 1 Corinthians 11:9, a man was not made for a woman, but a woman was made for a man. Brother SP, I sent the link to your email that ties into this topic. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if either got hacked or what. Let me see something really quick, though. Let me go to this. I saw it come through, too. Come on, nigga. Okay. Dang, I wish I could click on that on the screen. I'm going to do this. Dang it, I would have. Knew they wouldn't let me just download that thing. Not my luck. But listen, Kay, I'm going to ask you this. Do you believe that you're a woman who has the ability to detect utter BS when you hear it?
Yes.
And I want you to do something. I want you to do something for me.
Mm-hmm.
Out of our whole relationship, Kay, I want you to name something that I have ever said that you can say, that makes no sense at all.
Let me think. I don't know if I can think of something that you said that didn't make any sense at all.
Give me something you disagree with.
It may have taken. Well, the thing is, right? Like, my premise has been that I'm not in disagreement because you're sharing a man's perspective, and so I don't know how you challenge someone else's perspective.
If you hear BS, it's not a perspective. You know that the whole premise of my show is based on historical data, studies, research, and statistics. The majority of this isn't my opinion. Majority of this is fact proven. The fact is there are more women than there are men. There is not somebody for everybody. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, if the straight math does not equate.
Okay, so look at it like this. How many GAY people would you say are in America as a whole? What percent?
I don't know. I've never really
It's less than
thought
6% in the whole country. We like to think,
Really?
yes, because of what we see and how abundant it seems and how it impacted us when we saw it. We like to say, boy, this stuff getting out of here. It's only like less than 6% in the whole country. Let's go crazy with it and go above the stat. Let's say that there's 8%, right? So that's not enough to fudge the numbers and make there be, listen, if there, listen, sometimes I get perplexed because the math is right in front of us and it's like we don't want to accept it. There cannot be somebody for everybody if A, there's more women than there are men, and even if you wanted to try to equal that out into certain types of relationships, women dating women, there's not enough of those people to level it out. It's only under 6%. There's not enough.
Wait, you're saying total? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get it.
In America, there's less than 6% of GAY people.
Okay.
So it doesn't balance the scales. It doesn't.
But does it balance the scales to what I don't know what second K was saying in terms of just enough people, period, to partner up? You were saying that math was still off.
It is. There's 3 million. Listen, in the black community alone, there's 2.5 million more women than there are men. And if you adjust the black community for, listen, think about this. There's less than 6% of if there's some studies that say 7, there's some studies that say 6. But let's just go ahead and say 7. There's less than 7% of gay people in America. So what do you think it would do if you adjusted that just for the black community? It'd probably be 0.3. So the numbers don't make up the leverage for there to be somebody for everybody.
Gotcha.
It doesn't work. When there are 3 million more women in America and even more in the black community, These are human bodies we are talking about. And if you tag it along to the GAY community, even they will be sharing. They're sharing now. What do you think cheating is?
Yeah.
It's not enough. I would go so far as to suggest this. Come on in, Bruce. What's up with it? I would go so far as to suggest this. What about the women who can't get selected because they're not marriageable type women? Think about it. Think about the women who can't get their way because men don't want them. Let me ask you this. Would you say there's a large number of women who men aren't attracted to today because they become masculine and things like that? A large number. Yeah. African American women have been ranked the most undesirable group of women to date on the entire planet. Now that's a problem, Kay. Oh, my brother. That's what's up. That's whatever. That's crazy. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I wanted to ask you a question because earlier you were talking about being feminine, and when you were talking about it, you only listed like one or two attributes of what that looks like. What does that look like?
Being feminine looks like a woman who is cooperative. She's not much of a headache. She has her opinions and the things that you can do that upset her, but even then, she knows how to communicate them to you in a soft way, in a respectful way. Being feminine is the way she talks and things like that. What is said about her in society? A feminine woman's reputation precedes her. It lands in a specific location long before she arrives at that. People ask about her. They desire to see good things happen to her. There's rich people. This woman is so pleasant to be around. There will be a rich man. Me and you can go out to dinner with my boss and his wife, and that woman will take such a liking to you, Kay, to where she'll be talking to her man about me. She'll be talking to her husband about me like, listen, I'll get favor based on you. I will get favor because of how fond my boss's wife has become of you. You can't accident that. Listen, Kay, a man would have a field day with you. I'm just going to be straightforward with you. I'll just say this. Kay, you are what I'm talking about. I've never had a tough time with you, and you disagree with some of my information, but you haven't said it in a way to a fuck ass nigga and did all that goofball stuff. You're cooperative. Your voice is attractive. We can hear other elements of your behavior in your voice. Kay is not going to be much of a problem in a relationship. She may express her viewpoints and things like that. But when I tell Kay, I'm not cool with you dressing like that going out. Okay, so let me ask you this. How do you respond to that, Kay? I'm talking about you. Me and you are together. We've been together for a while. Listen, hold on. I know damn well you don't think you going out like that. What is your response?
I say, what's wrong with it? And then go try to figure out
Babe, I'm just not feeling it. And I'm not having that. That's all. I don't want to make this long and drawn out. I'm telling you, there's too much showing in that for me, and I'm really not with that.
I go try to figure out what I'm wearing.
Yeah, I told you, Kay. We know feminine women when we encounter them. Kay, I've never seen you. But men know. We know across the phone. We know across the internet waves. Because it's easy. She's easy. She even desires. I was looking at this. Let me go ahead and buy this, see if he like this. She's considerate. She's generous. She's giving. Listen, you think we don't know what makes us feel good? Men like gifts. Men like to be treated nice. We like you to go out of your way to do things for us. And it is usually only feminine women who do that. You disagree with that?
No, well, I'm learning the whole feminine, the whole title, like definition set associated with that. So,
Kay, why the hell are you trying to learn something that you already embody?
Because I'm learning. I'm listening to what you're saying.
People really should be learning from you, Kay. You have it already.
Look, wait. This is the thing. So, like I told you, I listen to you, and I think, like, based upon my past, I would be considered less valuable.
How many kids you got?
Less value. I have 3.
How many men? How many fathers?
I was married twice.
I'm going to tell you this. Are you in a relationship right now? You should be.
Yes.
See, I knew it before you even said it. Because, Kay, you have the components that cause men to be willing to deal with something that they really don't want to deal with. But, Kay, I think you're valuable. See, that word valuable.
Wait. I've been wanting to come up here or send you a message to, like, ask that question because I was wondering, like, how I was being viewed because of my past. Like, the fact that I've had 2 husbands. Divorce.
Men don't care that you've had 2 husbands. That means that shows you've tried to do it right, the right way. We prefer that you had 2 husbands than having 3 children by 3 different men. You're out of control. You don't even know what the hell you're doing. What you showed us was that your heart is in the right place and you desire to try to do things the way that men are saying they approve of. We approve of marriage. What we don't approve of is hoeing. Listen, I'm going to tell you something that's wrong I'm going to tell you the key things about what men don't like about a baby mama. Sweetie, when we hear baby mama, the first thing that we believe is you've been ran through. There's no way you can have 2 or 3 children and you weren't passing that coochie around. Okay, listen, I'm not going to say no way, but I'll say this. Hold on.
Dude, you make so sense. Dude, I ain't arguing. I just almost did something.
Listen. Oh, dang. My brother done knocked our camera off. I had to. Listen, here's what I'm telling you guys. This whole thing that we're talking about, you're going to give us what we want. There's no way to get around it. You guys have been trying to get around it by giving us little this and this and that. But here's the thing about you, Kay. I know that I can communicate with you. Even if me and you are at odds, I know that I can communicate with you. I'm pissed off at you, matter of fact. But I know that based on Kay, we could talk this thing out. Now, here's what I believe about your sister. Oh, she's going to, listen. Oh, she's going to give some pushback. She's going to give some pushback. You disagree with that?
I mean, I think that she's going to give her opinion.
I'm talking about you know how they say you ain't got to always have the last word? I believe your sister's going to fight for the last word. You know she is.
I think, when I see her in her dynamic with her man, like, I'm actually very impressed because he leads, he leads her and she respects him.
Your sister has to have a man who leads. She has to. Because she'll chew the wrong man, she'll chew him up and spit him out. Listen, do you believe that? Do you believe that a man who wasn't really masculine and confident, he would have trouble with your sister?
Yeah.
My brother. She'd run all over him.
She's strong.
Where you headed to?
I'll be right here, brother.
All good. I'll be out here shortly.
Oh, take your time, man. Ain't no rush. Take your time.
My man.
I'm proud of you, dude.
I appreciate it, bro.
God, I could not do it. I think that's so awesome.
My brother, I appreciate it.
I mean, you got the lights.
I mean, gotta have it. Listen, we're gonna connect here in a minute as soon as I wrap the show up.
Samuel Jackson. You know what I mean?
Samuel Jackson.
I'll holler at you in a minute, bro. Listen, this is what I'm telling you guys. Listen. And Kay, so I got a question for you, Kay. The guy that you're with right now.
Yes.
How long have you been with him?
Almost a year.
Okay, now that's enough to get kind of serious.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a good man?
He's great.
Do you hope that this thing lasts a lifetime?
I do. Mm-hmm.
So he came into it when you had 3 children.
Yeah, but my kids are grown.
Ah, okay, so that don't even matter. How many live with you?
None.
Oh, hell, what the hell you talking about your past? Your past been erased. Listen, I want to say this so all of the ladies know this. I want all of the ladies to know this. Once you're kids, you get a clean slate. Listen, what men are tripping off of are kids that are under 18. Once you get kids who can go about as they please, your whole record almost gets erased. You're not a baby mama anymore. You get a whole phase reboot. Somebody can wife you up. Stacey Prince can wife you up and be proud to walk you around my grandmother and everything. Listen, if they say, she got any kids, I could say they grown. And that wipes it away. See, what the kids do for us is they let us know you've been passed around. They let it's a symbol of that. When you got 3 kids running around in the house, not only was she passing that poontang around, she was passing that thing around quite fervently. Back to back, if you will.
Oh, good. Okay, I got a different perspective now.
No, you got to clean. Listen.
I didn't realize that. All these times you've been talking.
It's all about what's your value.
Yeah, and your value is predicated upon the decisions you've made.
Yeah, no, I thought based upon the conversations about dating value and all that stuff and I thought I heard it here.
Nobody
right?
can.
Like the fact,
Go ahead, I hear you, Kay.
I thought I heard that conversation here about being married before. No, she doesn't get a pass. Having children, she doesn't get a pass. So
Do you know the key word you just said? You know the key word you just said? Children.
Got you. Okay.
Listen, Kay, right now, I can come over your house. Okay, 1,000 pardons. That man who you're dealing with, that man can walk in that door right now and just start kissing you and stripping your clothes off, and there's nothing that's going to interrupt that. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
That man can spend a night tonight. Get up after you guys get done handling adult business, walk downstairs butt ass naked, like listen. Hey, you see baby boy with Tyrese? Listen, that man can have that refrigerator door open, butt naked, drinking out, and doesn't have to worry about a thing. See, the issue that we have with baby mamas is the decisions you made in life. If I come into your life right now, your decisions are going to be a complication in what I want from you. I want sex from you. I want us to be able to act a fool in this house. We dancing to 70s music tonight on Friday. We drinking. We in the living room doing it. We don't have to confine ourselves to the bedroom because there are no kids anywhere in the house.
Amen. Yes.
A woman can have 5 kids. And if they're out the house, she has been renewed.
Oh, okay.
Because I can do what I want with you. You can really resemble my property. Because you guys don't like it, let's go. Turbulence, people. We view you as our property. What the hell? You didn't know that, Kay?
No, I do know because you said it a couple of weeks ago.
Listen, name me something that a man is willing to defend at high levels or even give his life for.
That he don't own.
That does not belong to him. Some people tried to say, well, your mom. The moment you put your in front of that, you acknowledged that was proprietary to me. Your kids, your auntie, my. And so let me ask you this too, okay? What is so bad about us viewing you as our property? I think that is the highest honor that a man can give a woman. What do we typically do with our property? We protect that stuff.
Take care of it.
Yes.
Yeah, take care of it.
Yes. We protect that stuff.
I just think hearing the word property, like
I understand that.
Dog, stuff. hearing a woman attached to a man's property. Another one.
I get
That's
that.
just
I
hard
get
to
that.
hear. Hard to hear, but the context around it, when you break it down, it makes sense.
Hey, I appreciate the galaxy showing love down there. I appreciate you, Summer, for handling that for me too. Hey, people, I be seeing your gifts sometimes. I'm doing the show too. Listen, shout out to my girl Sweets in this situation supporting the show. The International Quiet Storm definitely in the building, rocking out with us. My day one supporter.
Yes, thanks, Sweets and Ronan, for the gifts. Did not expect it, but I'm grateful.
Man, my people
Thank
got
you.
love for you. Stop playing. And listen, I'm going to tell you this. Do you know where your gifts came from just now, Kay? People are fond of you, Kay.
Oh, thank you.
That's all it could be, right?
I know.
People don't people don't look towards people who like to touch children and say, I want to go buy this person a birthday. We don't look for bad people and desire to do cool things for them. And see, that further proves my point, Kay. Your behavior is a valuable asset. I know that man who has you right now, based on Kay's behavior, he'll think a couple times before completely letting you go. But my question was this towards you. Damn it, I missed a good point. Here's what I meant to ask you. On the scale of 1 to 10, you said life outcome matters to you at 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
That man that you're with right now, Kay, he gets caught cheating 3 times. Is it over?
Oh, God.
Let's go. Let's go, damn it.
Like, this literally is one of the questions I can't stand when you ask that
Okay, but hold on.
question.
Let me do this. Before you locked in with this guy, how long had you been single? Some years?
Did you say 2 years?
Some years? Had it been some years?
Before
you locked in with him, how long had it been since you were in a serious relationship?
I had just got divorced a year before I met him.
Okay. Okay. So, that man cheats. Okay, let's do it like this. You've heard about how terrible it is out there on the dating highway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That man that you say is you didn't say he was good. You said that man was great.
Yes.
Now, sweetie, I need you to, don't say what I want you to, you think I want you to say. I want you to speak. That man gets caught cheating.
Ugh.
Upon investigation, you find out he's done it 2 other times. Is that relationship over?
You said, don't say.
Answer from your heart. Don't agree with me. Answer from your heart.
So, is that relationship over?
I wish a nigga would play me like that. Let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you, nigga.
Well, I think that there would have to be some element of what you just said, right? Like, there has to be, I have to respond.
I agree. He should be penalized. I said, would it be over with?
No, no, I don't know.
You would be a damn fool. You gonna leave a man who you just said was a great man because he cheated and get out there with a lower functioning bum who cheats?
I said, you asked me if I would forgive.
And you said no. I thought you said yes, you would forgive.
Oh, no, I was saying, you said, would it be over? And I said, no.
I agree.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling you would be a damn fool if you did decide to leave him. Do you know what's waiting out there on the dating highway for a lot of you women? Men who need to borrow some money. Men who like to whip a little bit of ass here and there. Men who have brought you back STDs. Men who don't have anything going for themselves. And you think that you got the damn luxury of leaving a man. Do you know how powerful a man is? A man is a modern day damn superhero. All of the things that we've accomplished, all of the things that we are built, and you get an extension of that by way of latching on to us. Everything. Men have built everything. Man, listen, this platform that we're on right now, men did this. So for you guys to devalue men the way you do, you will lose out. Everybody's not going to have somebody. When you 55 years old, listen, when you guys are 55 years old, listen, hold on. When you're 55 years old, you'll be wishing to God you had access to a man. But now that you're 55 years old, men don't typically like older women because we can get younger women. Now that you're 55 years old and you're seeing the distress calls, you're seeing how complicated, you've been on every dating site that is known to man and you ain't scored. Now you're trying to bump into people, you're dressing provocative, trying to bump into people at the grocery store. Here and there, you've had to give out your poontang to some men just to try to secure the deal with them, get your coochie stretched out and all of that. Now, after another 5 years, your body is beaten and battered and your reputation and your sexual dating market value has dwindled. Now you're going to try to go to other men, the Amazon Amazing Man store, and purchase a man after you've incurred all of that damage. Nobody wants you. Who the hell wants you and you've been passed around from truck station to truck station?
What? But what makes you, from the male perspective, what makes a woman
This drink is hella good, my guy.
Desperate.
It's about facts. It's not about feelings. It's about facts.
100%. You said what, Kay? What makes what?
What makes a woman then considered desperate?
What makes a woman desperate? Reality should make you desperate. That word desperate, ain't nothing bad about that word desperate. I am desperate to create a good life outcome for myself. I am desperate to be a successful man. I am desperate to be the best dad that I can be. See, we take that word desperate and we attach it to a negative connotation. There's nothing wrong with that word. You're supposed to be desperate to create a good life outcome for yourself. Listen, with good men being snatched up left and right by good women, you should be desperate to compete and be one of the women who gets one of those good men before the other women take them all up. There's 3 million more women in America than there are men. You don't have the leverage. You guys got to get a man while you can, because there's other women out there who are willing to compete to get a good man. She's willing to lose the weight. Listen, women in the white community, they're going to schools to study what it's like to be with certain men so that when they get that man, they can be the best woman to them that they can. You can't compete with that. These women aren't playing. So you're going to sit back and watch them turn themselves into everything that men love, and it's going to leave you high and dry, left out. You better get it while the getting's good.
I was just saying, like, the perspective, maybe not from men, but from women. A woman who, continues to go back with the cheater, considered desperate, and a lot of times considered weak.
Well, desperate is this. Desperate is when, now here's the wrong desperate as it pertains to getting a man. The wrong desperate is, please come over tonight. You don't have to diminish your character. But I'm saying, let a man know that you're into him. Don't be acting all desperate in those contexts. Right. But I'm saying, let him know that you think him to be a valuable man. We like compliments. See, here's what America did. America took all of this stuff and it made you guys think that you don't have to care about men. It made you guys believe that you don't have to show men that you're considerate of them, thinking about them. We give you guys things on Christmas. We give you guys things on Valentine's Day. We take you out to eat on a regular. We open the car doors. We open the restaurant doors. We pledge to be willing to give our lives for you if danger comes. But you guys don't think you have to do a damn thing for men. Let me know I smell good today. Let me know I'm looking handsome on this date. You guys want all of the compliments, don't want to give any. You want all of the gifts, don't want to give any. So how the hell can I feel valuable to you? And if I don't feel valuable, I'm not sticking around. You got no compliments for me? I just went and bought this 400 damn bottle of Versace cologne, and you're going to act like you don't smell any of it because your pride doesn't want you to say, you smell good.
Pride always comes before a fall.
Yeah. That's why you guys are falling. That's why it's not working. If you read the studies on women and their dating experiences today, it's horrific. It's because you guys aren't good people. You're selfish. Everything is all about you. Do you know what men put up with to date you guys? We're willing to whoop other men's ass if they disrespect you. But you don't think you got to give us nothing. You won't even tell us, you look good today. Hey, listen, after we have sex, you won't even say, I'm not going to lie, babe. You put your thing down tonight. You guys will withhold that information. I've had women tell me this. I've had women say this. Well, never mind, because I don't want you to get a big head. What the hell? You're going to withhold a compliment from me because you don't want me to feel good about myself? That's ego.
I think that's learned though.
You said you think that's
right?
a learned behavior?
I think it's learned to.
Hold on, okay, hold on. I understand that, but I'm going to say this. We are all responsible for the outcomes of our lives. Even if you were raised by a bad mom, as an adult, it is up to you to learn how to behave better. It's that simple.
No, I absolutely agree, but I wouldn't inherently know unless I'm in conversation with someone that's, educating me. Because you're saying that, and I'm able to do that now, but I'm older. I think about when I was younger and married, and I can say hands down, I wasn't saying things like, oh, you smell good. I might say you look nice or something.
But see, hold on, Kay. Here's what I know about you. Even if you neglect to tell me I smell good, I believe Kay is going to do other things that makes me feel good. I don't think you're going to be 100% neglectful, were you?
No, I wasn't neglectful. I'm just going off of what you were just saying, the examples that you were using.
Okay, well, go ahead, talk to me. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead, lay it all out.
No. Oh, no, I was just saying that the comments you were making, I thought was more learned behavior in terms of what men like, what men enjoy.
Okay, hold on. I need to understand what you're saying. Are you saying the comments that I was making was learned behavior? Like, what do you mean? Like the comments?
Yeah, like when you were saying like a woman should, like, you want to hear that, yo, you look nice today, or look, how fine you are, look how your body looks. Yes, I noticed you work out. Like,
yeah, hell yeah. You think we don't like compliments?
Well, that's the thing. I guess.
Oh, hold on. You saying the women who have the ability to do that, you're saying you believe they were taught to do that?
Yeah, I think, or they were just.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Where they got that.
I agree with you 1,000%, which is why we say that in the black community, the women are the most horrific parents that they can be. You raised up the absolute worst children. Black women raise up the absolute worst children, and those are all the ones who are carjacking, mugging people, and things like that, right? Because you're not teaching. Listen, you know how many women we've had come up here on this platform. They don't even know that they're supposed to be teaching. Okay, so I have a question for you, Kay. Mm-hmm. Who do you think receives the best treatment from men? A submissive woman or a strong woman? An independent woman? Who do you think receives the best treatment from men?
I'll say a submissive woman.
By far. By far. By far. You guys don't know. Femininity has a smell to it, and we are attracted to it. Who the hell wants an uncooperative partner?
But you do agree,
I'll whip
right?
your ass.
You do agree that even to be a submissive woman, it takes strength. You're not for
me then. You're not for me then.
Listen, it takes strength to be a submissive. Oh, you're off.
Don't worry. I hear you, Kay. Kay.
Are y'all still on?
Kay. Go ahead. I hear you. I'm doing something right now. Go ahead.
I was just saying it takes the element of strength because you are countering thoughts about submissive and being, being weak. And so I think to contend with all of that, there's an element of strength to surrender, to a man and allow him to fully lead and trust him in that way, right? That when those decisions need to be made, that you trust him wholeheartedly, that he's doing what's best for your family and all those things.
Hey,
When you
listen.
were
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying, because there's elements of like how we were raised about being able, you best be able to take care of yourself in the event the man.
Listen, Kay, I respect that. Women taught it to black women wrong, but I do respect that. I think it's dumb to not set yourself up in case this ninja act a fool one day. But you are my effing property. Until I do leave you, act accordingly. Don't be lumping me in with the ones who, well, what if he leaves me? You give me the respect according to how I'm currently treating you. Don't be focusing on if he leave me. Until I leave you or show you signs that I'm going to leave. You treat me as if I am a man who you adore. If I'm not showing you any signs of that, your mind shouldn't go towards that. Yes, anything can happen because this is life. But what I'm telling you guys is, a man's not going to play that partial thing with you. You're not going to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out with a man. Do you understand that? Well, on the right-hand side, I'm putting up an egg nest in case this nigga leaves. But on the left-hand side, I'm trying to be feminine and fit to. No!
Well, I mean, but like you just
One
said,
is going to steal from the other one. If you're focused on the right-hand side of prevention in the event that I do leave you, then that's going to steal some of your ability and some of the time that you could spend being loyal to me, being feminine to me, being fit to me. One's going to steal some of the other.
But what if I am doing all of those things and I can't control the element of you potentially leaving?
You picked wrong. Listen, Kay, what I know about, I want hold on, Kay. I want you to absorb this.
Yes.
Do you understand how Stacey Prince talks about Kay? You pretty much have a gist of it now, right? What my thoughts are on your value.
Yes.
Kay, I'm pretty sure I'm spot on. I'm pretty sure that every detail that I could name out about Kay is close to the truth. I don't believe she's argumentative. I don't believe she's a pass around right now. I believe she's feminine. I believe that I can communicate with her. Now, Kay, you guys should be able to do the same thing. If you can't get in touch with me, some reason, anytime I call this nigga on Saturdays, he can't pick up. Kay, red flag. Damn. You guys should know how to see what's real and what's not. But see, your selfishness is what sabotages you. The D is fire. See, you start looking into all of the pleasurous aspects and you utilize those to blindfold you from. You done seen 8 red flags in just 1 week. But that D, that boy thing, it come out and it curved to the left and the head is real big and it just do that suction feature when he go in. Shit, I ain't giving that up. Yeah, okay, I think I did see a girl drop him off at my house the other day, but no, I didn't. A lot of the damage you guys incur, you did it to yourself. Kay, you are one of the women. You are one of the women I would pick. You are one of the women that I would select on a certain level because men need that energy because the world is really rough on us. The journey of being a man is different than the journey of becoming a woman. The journey of being a man is filled with broken shards of glass that we have to step on. It's filled with booby traps. It's filled with barbed wire fence. We get messed up along the journey of becoming a man, right? And you guys take for granted that you don't get as messed up. But so when we have to go through this journey, this strenuous journey of becoming a man, after we mature, we start to evaluate our worth and we start to say, all that I've been through to become the man that I am now, I'm not settling for less. This woman got 3 damn kids.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys are seeing in us. Men ain't shit. No, it's not that men ain't shit. It's men are evaluating women right now. We've come to a place unique in this time in history where we're calling things out. There was about 25 years, Kay, where men, it had never popped into men's minds to, hold on, she's not a virgin? Oh, she got 4 kids? I'm not supposed to like that. It was about 25, 30 years that we wasn't even thinking about that. And now men are coming to the place where they understand an unfair deal. That's what you guys are seeing. It's not that men ain't shit. Men are opening their eyes and they're seeing, all I get is her poontang. That's what she thinks the biggest investment she's bringing is.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, shout out to my brother Ether with the $50 super chat. I didn't even see my brother looking out for us on the. Hold on, Kay. Hold on, let me see. I know EJ done set it off over here. Shout out to EJ in this situation. Eric over here supporting the show. Twice, my brother. Shout out to J Miles, definitely in the building with the Cash App. My people over here setting it off. Gibbs definitely in the building. And Ether with the $50.
Ladies, what do you think?
Hey, listen, people. We're about to wrap up the show. I appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. Listen, hold on. Listen, I'm over here talking and forgot that I was off. Listen, I appreciate everybody rocking out with us tonight. Tonight is Friday. I want you guys to set it off. I want, even in the comfort of your own home, I want you guys to go through your Rolodex of the favorite movies that you used to love when you were growing up. We call them those feel-good movies, right? I want you to pour you a shot of scotch. I want you to hit that. If that's what you do, we're not going to be putting up our nose. We're not going to be inhaling no white substances now. We don't do that over here. I want you guys to call Shorty over, and I want you to make this an amazing night for yourself, right? Because you guys go hard throughout the week, right? You guys do your shout out to Mike Garrett, definitely supporting the show. Start respecting yourself. Start respecting yourself for all that you do throughout the week. Every time you guys are getting up and punching that clock, every time you guys are getting up and doing something that you don't want to, you have to implement a little bit of pleasure. You have to implement a little bit of reward, because we can't just be workhorses 365 days a year, 24. We can't do that. I want you guys to reward yourselves tonight. Kay, you got anything else for me before we go?
No. I definitely appreciate you, and
I appreciate you, sweetie.
Thank you for hanging in there with my sister. I definitely knew. I know her.
She said, I know my sister. I knew it was going to be a nuclear bomb.
But it was cool. And thank you. I do think I might need to do my little
I want you to write down questions that you might have for me, and on the other show, just bring them up.
Okay, sounds cool.
All right, you take care.
And thank to everybody who was here and this supported me with the gifts and all that.
Look how sweet she is.
I did not expect it at all, but it's been fun, and I thank you all so much.
All right, you take care.
All right, babe.
Listen, all of my people on YouTube, all of my people on TikTok, all of my people on Facebook, I appreciate you rocking out with me. We are out of here. Listen, make sure that you enjoy your Friday night, because we can't become work slaves without enjoying our lives, and we are out of here. I got to stop the show really quick. I have over gratitude for my day ones and my stay ones, my people who support the show. You guys keep this thing going. All of the advances that you see in our production, from where it used to be to where it's now, it's legit because of you guys. It's legit because of you guys, and I appreciate it because some of our production enhancements I've been wanting to see, and you guys help us pull this thing off. For the longest, I was digging deep off into my own personal finances, trial and erroring it, but you guys set it off, and I appreciate it. We are out of here.